Alright, so I'm gonna ask people a question. Why do you guys want to pass the SAVE Act? I mean, don't you guys realize that the Democrats can't win elections without retarded illegal immigrants voting for them? Don't you guys want Democrats to win every election unconditionally? Yes, obviously you do. So we need the most retarded immigrants possible. And so I think it's the best if we get immigrants who are too retarded to enter the legal way to vote, because that's the only way they'll vote for Democrats is if we get a bunch of retarded motherfuckers to do it. So we need to allow retarded illegal immigrants to enter America, because that's the only way we'll get votes for the Democrats is if we allow retarded illegal immigrants to enter, and then if they vote for Democrats, we'll help them stay. So we need retarded illegal immigrants to vote for Democrats, or else we can't win any more elections. I'm just setting up a poll real quick. I can't see the comment section, so just bear with me a second here. What up, though? What up, Memphis? What up, Fred? What's up with y'all, man? I'm really curious, yo. I'm really curious. I've been watching politics more than usual lately, and so I don't have like a bias in this shit. But I've been seeing the SAVE Act. They're trying to stop illegal immigrants from voting. Who the fuck would try to block that? And then when you ask their supporters why they're trying to block it, they give you the dumbest reasons. Like, oh, married women can't vote and all this bullshit, bro. Like, these people are really sick in their fucking brain. Why? Like, the SAVE Act is just to stop illegal immigrants from voting. Why the fuck would anybody say, no, we don't want that? What up, Mike? What up, dog? Nah, you know what? I really never was, but I'm like, just seeing the shit that I'm seeing right now is so crazy. I gotta talk about it. Bro, we're just trying to stop illegal immigrants from voting. Yo, yeah, I heard about Portland, bro. I'm seeing the videos. Yo, they attacked women, bro. It was like a group of men attacked a woman multiple times. Like, I seen them attack two reporters that were women. Like, them bulls really is not pieces of shit. Them bulls is really pieces of shit, for real. And if you attack women, bro, like, people that attack women, especially over politics, like, she's a reporter just trying to get the story. Man, them people is pieces of shit. Nothing wrong with an immigrant. Yeah, obviously, you know, We're talking about illegal immigrants. It's interesting how like. Nah, Ricky, you know what? There's nothing you can say to excuse grown men attacking women. If your first instinct is to defend them, then you're a fucking scumbag, for real. And if you're trying to say that you said nothing wrong with an immigrant. So you're saying that all immigrants are illegal immigrants, and you're excusing men that beat women. So you're just a flat out piece of shit. For real. So you stand up for women that beat. You stand up for beating on women, and you think that all immigrants are illegal immigrants. Like, you're a real scumbag, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, Trump is God. All right, you chill out. Now, we're not doing all that. I know you're fucking being sarcastic. We're not doing all that. There's shit that I disagree with Trump on. I'm not a dick eater. But I'm also not someone that's like, if Trump says something, then I'm just automatically against it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Michael, you said I was talking about women getting beat on at these ICE protests, and you said, well, just like Donald Trump does. So you're standing up for people that beat on women. Then I said a question is about illegal immigrants, and you say nothing's wrong with immigrants. Okay, well, all immigrants are not here illegally. Newsflash, message from Earth. All immigrants are not here illegally. I don't know where you got that idea from. I don't know why you stand up for people that beat on women, and I don't understand why you think all immigrants are here illegally. It's weird. Nah, you know who sucks is people that are trying to get illegal immigrants to vote in our elections. Bro, the SAVE Act is literally just to stop illegals from voting. And the Democrats are fighting it like tooth and nail, like their lives depend on it. You know why? Because it does. They can't win elections without illegal immigrants. None of y'all, listen, everybody who's disagreeing with me, not one of y'all can respond to the topic. Watch. Not one of y'all can respond to the topic. Food for thought. When you allow kids to take purity blockers, you're a scumbag, man. Real shit. These motherfuckers are trying to give. Yo, Trump. One of the first things Trump did was ban sex changes for children, and the Democrats are suing him. Look it up. Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, along with 14 other Democrats, right away. As soon as Trump banned sex changes for children, boom, Democrats were on his ass. Yeah, like I said, Jack, none of y'all could actually argue the topic though, because you know how crazy it is. You know blocking the SAVE Act is like the most ridiculous shit ever, so you just gotta call me a cult member. Because you're not a cult member, right? All you could do is repeat the same shit over and over again, but you're not a cult member. No, I am. I'm a cult member because I don't want illegal immigrants to fucking vote. Bro, it's like, alright, you don't have to like Trump personally. And I actually understand why he is a little too crass for some people. I get it. But it's this common sense shit that is what boggles my mind. Trump Hitler will be. Like, look at the shit they say. And then they say, I'm a cult member, bro. Like, comparing Trump to somebody that murdered 11 million people is just evidence of how fucking delusional y'all are. Yo, don't be stingy with them likes, yo. Don't be stingy. I'm risking my life sharing my political beliefs. And then they call me a cult member. They'll literally murder you for disagreeing with them. And then they call you a cult member. Who's in a cult? Cult members kill people for having different opinions. Who does that sound like? Democrats or Republicans? Who murdered Charlie Kirk? You're getting circumcised on Monday. Hey, salute, homie. Better late than never, you heard? What's up? What's up, SMX? What up, though? Republican doesn't care about Constitution. Oh, that's such a... What a riveting fucking argument. You're in a cult. I'm an illegal immigrant because I'm African? What? Well, I don't know. I have African homies and they're here legally. I have homies that are from Nigeria. Good ass people, bro. This ain't about. I don't know why some of y'all can't differentiate illegal from legal. Like y'all intentionally leave out illegal. Y'all leave out the most important part. I got plenty of, and you know what is even crazier? I've actually had homies that were illegal immigrants that got deported. Like my man Rico was here illegally, but he lived on my block. He was a cool bull, but me and him both talked about it. And I told him, like, I was asking him, like, how does it feel to be here illegally? Like, you just go to work, you got like a regular life. He was like, yeah, but that thought, like, I could get ran down on anytime. The illegal immigrants are aware of the consequences. You know who's not aware of the consequences? These anti-ICE kids that are out here fighting. They act like these illegal immigrants come here not knowing what like they're just like these innocent people. They have no idea what they're in for. No. People that enter illegally know that deportation could possibly be a consequence, especially if they break the fucking law. Bro, this was probably like 15 years ago. This was before Obama. This was when people did not argue about politics. And a homie of mine almost got deported because of his rap sheet. He was born in Africa, in Nigeria. But he moved here when he was like 6, but he had a violent track record. And they were about to deport him. Bro, you do a bunch of violent shit, yeah, you gotta go. But if you come here illegally, my man was here illegally. Short white guys. JD Vance done to save. There ain't, bro, black people and all them are not minorities. Maybe they're minorities where you guys live. Like, respectfully, Mike, you know you're my man and all that. But black people are not a minority where I live. I refuse to call black people a minority. I feel like, honestly, I feel like it's like demeaning. I feel like it's kind of like, it's disrespectful. Like, if I was black and people are calling me a minority, I'm going to be like, who the fuck are you talking to? I'm a human being. So I'm black. That means I'm automatically a minority. Like, who the fuck is you calling minority, bro? It's a human being, bro. Ain't no minority. Mike, I ain't talking to you either. It's just a mindset that I want to make people aware of. Maybe where certain people live, black people are a minority. Where I live, black people are not a minority. And I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? Those are my people. Ariana, what up, girl? Thank you. You're the best. You the best. No, I don't know what minority means. You're the only person on earth that knows what minority means, dude. Yeah, no, I don't know what minority means at all, bro. It's like the most basic fucking word in English. Nope, I don't know. Yeah, legend, you know what I'm saying? Yo, legend, imagine if we went to Mexico illegally and then like demand that we're allowed to vote and demand housing and food. Bro, what would they do? Only in America you can sneak in illegally, demand the right to vote, demand free food, housing, and a driver's license. Only in America they'll let you do that, bro. Crazy. Nah, yeah, Mike, for sure, you know that. And it's okay to disagree sometimes too. Because if I can't disagree with you then you're not really my peoples like that. Not you again, Mike. I'm just saying. Because me and you can disagree and we'll be straight. Some motherfuckers, you disagree with them and it's like, they act like the whole world is crumbling down around them. Like, calm down, bro. If you're my man, we could argue all that. We could rumble. And you still be my man. That's just where I'm coming from, though. I know everybody is probably like not as aggressive as we are, so I gotta respect that. Why people will come 4 years visa, 5 years. People know the rules are tightening. Now other countries will get illegals. 20 billion money per year, not America. I'm trying to decode that comment. I'm not quite following you. People are regardless. We all human. And put our pants on one leg at a time. Now you right, Zeke. I ain't gonna hold you. You right, bro. Yeah, Mike, me too. I always felt like it was disrespectful to call people minorities. It's like, y'all look at them like they're less than or like less powerful, or where I live, they're not less powerful than nobody. So I don't know about. I don't see minority. I don't see it. I see black people everywhere the fuck I go. I see Spanish people, Asian people. I see people everywhere I go. How is that a minority? It doesn't even make sense. Burn a ciggy, bro. Be for real. Or can I bum a ciggy? Yeah, let me send you one on the chat. Follow Jesus. Amen. Amen. Yeah, exactly, legend. Exactly. A lot of people can't disagree though. I mean, look, bro, there's people out here that literally will kill you if you disagree. It's all these motherfuckers on, not all people on the left, but it's only people on the left that'll kill you for disagreeing with their politics. And their politics are crazy. Their politics are like gay, perverted, sex changes for children, block the SAVE Act so illegal immigrants can vote. Like, bro, if you disagree with the most outlandish politics ever in human history, they want you dead. I get death threats. Bro, I never got death threats. I've been doing YouTube for a minute. Never got death threats. I started talking about politics. And y'all know, if you hear me talking, I'm not on here dick riding Trump all the time. And sometimes I bitch about him too. But if I say anything, like if I say I don't want children to get sex changes, these people threaten me. Bro, if I say I don't want illegal immigrants voting, they say they want me dead. These people are out of their fucking mind. But I don't feel like what I'm saying is that crazy. I don't feel like it's that crazy to say I don't want illegal immigrants voting. And you know they're going to vote for Democrats. That obviously they're not going to vote for the party that's going to deport them. So we already know. So the Democrats let them in. The Democrats are blocking the SAVE Act so they can vote. The Democrats in California and multiple other blue states at the voting booths, they're not even allowed to ask you for ID. So you can just steal someone's name that's a registered voter and use it, and they're not allowed to ask you for ID. But illegal immigrants don't vote, right? You sound like a crazy idiot. They knows nothing about... Yeah, see, like, you don't have anything important to say, bro. Like, see, your biggest problem, Almondson, is that you got nothing to say, but you want to say something. You don't got nothing, like, intelligent or anything to talk about, but you want to talk so bad that you just talk anyway. They got nothing to say. Everything I said is a valid point. I'm not saying anything that's crazy, bro. Unknown, no doubt. Bro, this shit's crazy. I'm not telling people that, like, I fucking hate you if you're a liberal or a Democrat. I don't. You're probably more likely to feel that way about me than I feel like that about you. At the end of the day. I just think that some of y'all are confused. Yeah, Charlie, you know that whole thing about Trump saying that dumb people vote for him or some shit? That shit was made up. You can't even tell me what speech that was from because it never happened. But one of y'all prove me wrong. When did Trump say that he loves the uneducated? Find that quote. Tell me when he said it. He didn't say it. None of y'all are going to be able to back it up. Watch. I've been really listening to some of the shit. I've been researching some of y'all talking points that you guys on the left use. And I'm starting to realize, damn, these Democrat kids just literally lie about everything. Like the Trump shit, I love uneducated. He never said that. Like, y'all really just lie about everything. Just to help defend a politician. Like, it's crazy. Tim Walz just released an illegal immigrant. He gave him a fucking pardon. A child rapist. This dude was raping a 10-year-old for like years. He was here illegally. And Tim Walz gave him a pardon. And then you're going to call Trump a pedophile. Bro, if you're okay with pardoning a child rapist who's here illegally, you're a fucking pedophile. If you're okay with giving sex changes to children, you're a fucking pedophile. You are not qualified to call somebody a pedophile. If you support this freaky ass shit, bro, y'all a bunch of freaky motherfuckers over there on the left, for real, like really super freaky deaky. Yo, y'all motherfuckers on the left be like the men, y'all be over there getting pegged by the women and all type freak nasty activities. You heard? Look at the comments of the people that don't like Trump. Trump is a racist. Trump is an idiot. Everything you said is wrong. Like, bro, these people just say anything. They have literally nothing to say that is relevant to the topic. They just be like, "Oh no, that's not true. Trump is a dumbass." It's like, wow, what a riveting argument you guys are fucking bringing. He said, "I colored the White House. Nobody now or in the future can color like how I, billionaire, color." Dude, you don't even spell colored that way. This bull spelled color COLOUR. That's how you know these people are bots and they're fake accounts, like in India, because most of them can't speak English like that. You know immediately, bro. Bro, I was watching this documentary about psyops, and this is not even just like pertaining to people on the left, but when you debate people in these comments, there's like a 75% chance that it's just some motherfucker in like India getting paid to just say dumb shit like, "Oh, you're racist. Trump's an idiot." Like, read their comments. Yeah, Clouds, you know what? I don't really know how I feel about the whole Ghislaine Maxwell and the whole Epstein thing. I mean, I'm grateful that Trump released some of the files so we at least know like what was going on. We know more now than we knew during Biden or than we would know under Kamala, but I still want to see action. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm not really gonna defend Trump on the whole Epstein thing until we see action. So that's how I feel about that. Yo, bro, legend, yeah, if you don't agree, then it's like they just want you dead. Color is British, color is American. So if you're not from Britain, then why the fuck are you worried about our politics? Worry about your own country. You leftists in Britain are destroying your country. You've had 250,000 of your own women raped by illegal immigrants, and y'all don't even defend them. No, actually they do defend them. The people on the right, the Tommy Robinsons, the people like that who actually care about their women and their country are defending them. Y'all motherfuckers on the left act like the shit's not happening. Y'all act like there are not all these rape gangs from Pakistan and Afghanistan. Y'all just ignore it and you allow your women to keep getting abused. So I don't really care what some left-wing piece of shit from the UK thinks. Shout out to all the people in the UK that's really fighting for their people though. Because I respect the fuck out of them. Because they are, bro, the British government is locking people up for tweets, for posts on X. One boy got 2 years in prison for saying, "I don't want my tax money going to illegal immigrant rapists." Which I kind of feel them. They put him in prison for saying that, bro. Look it up. Not everyone is American. No shit. Trump plays 5D chess. He can't be dumb. Like him or not. I think they're all on the same side against us. Nah, but Ernestine, you can't say they're on. And I feel you. And I understand why a lot of people feel that way. But at this point, let's be real. The Democrats are blocking the SAVE Act. Trump is trying to put a federal ban on illegal immigrants voting. Trump is just trying to, all he wants to do is make a law that you have to show ID when you go to vote. That's it. That's not a big deal. The Democrats are blocking it. Why? Because they can't win elections without illegal immigrants. Unless I'm wrong, give me a better reason why you would want to block a federal ban on showing IDs when you vote. Give me a better reason. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is some specific reason. Like y'all say, "Oh, married women can't vote." That's not true. It's such a stupid argument. It doesn't even make sense. Nah, yeah, Michael. The trolls don't really bother me, bro. Plus, I know that most of them, they're not here to have like a real discussion. They're here to just discredit you. Because look at what the trolls say. They don't got nothing to say. They'll call you a racist. Or they'll just be like, "You're an idiot." Or "That's not true." Not one single one of these kids has brought a valid argument. Not one. If you got one, bring it, man. Listen, I want people from the left to talk and speak their mind. For real, if y'all have a valid concern about the SAVE Act passing, let us know. Maybe there's a piece of this that I'm missing. I'm giving y'all a chance to give a decent argument. And all the fuck y'all gotta say is, you're an idiot. Like, come on, bro. I'm even giving y'all the floor. Biden couldn't release the files because reasons, and reasons. Trump is a bitch. You see what I'm saying? Like, these people, the only way to really continue voting for Democrats is if all you could say is Trump is a bitch. That's it. Now, Cooper, he released like 3 million documents. Biden released none. Kamala Harris wouldn't have released any. Trump released like 3 million. We do want to see the rest of them, and we do want to see some arrests, however. So I'm not completely satisfied on Trump handling the Epstein files. I'm grateful that he gave us the information when he did. Now we know that they're like eating children and all this crazy shit. We do got more names than we had, but I'm not fully satisfied until I see arrests and shit like that. Adrian, what up though, man? Shout out to UK. Shout out to UK. I don't ever want y'all to think I don't support you. I don't support the people in UK that's not fighting for the women that's getting raped by these immigrants, bro. Look it up, 250,000 British women. Just British women alone raped by these fucking immigrants from Pakistan and Afghanistan. It's in the past few years. 250,000, man. Women ruined by illegal immigrants that shouldn't be there. And y'all gonna keep voting for these people. It's sick, man. It's sick. I don't care how much you hate Republicans or the people on the right. Bro, don't you hate women getting raped more? I do. Maybe I'm crazy for that. Appreciate you, Unknown World. I appreciate you, homie. Yeah, Australia stood up. I don't really know much about Australia's politics, but I don't hear them having the same problems the rest of us got. Trump is trying to steal the election. How? Trump is trying to steal the election by blocking illegal immigrants to vote. So then, Jack, you admit that Democrats can't win an election without illegal immigrants voting. At least we can agree on something. I'm glad we got that cleared up. Yeah. Unknown where, what part? Candy, what's up, girl? Happy, humid Saturday. I know that's right. He said Tyson voted for Trump. Fuck you gonna do about it, for real? So, Jack, you think that Trump is stealing the election by banning illegal immigrants from voting? So then you admit that Democrats can't win elections without illegal immigrants. I agree. The Republicans are blocking it. No, they're not, bro. The Democrats literally voted against it in unison. The Save America Act, not one Democrat voted for it. I think like one, like Fetterman or somebody. None of them voted for it. See, that's the other thing that's crazy, is that the first like actual argument that a Democrat has brought into this chat was a lie. Jack, you're just taking up space, bro. You're just taking... Yeah, there is illegal immigrants voting. Well, a lump sum, if they're not IDing the people, then how the fuck do you know? In California, they're not even allowed to ask for your ID. So how do you know if they're not voting? If they don't ask for ID? See, the only way you can make a comment like that is if you're willing to lie to defend politicians. You don't know if illegals are voting or not because they can't ask you for ID. You can just steal a registered voter's information, write it on the paper, and they don't ask you for ID. So how do you know? Oh, I guess we should just trust the illegal immigrants because they have so much integrity. We should just trust that they're not going to vote. Even though the system is totally rigged for them to be able to vote, let's just trust them. I'm sure that they have so much integrity that they won't vote, you guys. No, illegal immigrants are not known for breaking the law at all, are they? Libby's can't debate, I swear to God. Yeah, illegals can vote. They don't ID them. No, Republicans did vote for it, bro. Republicans, they got 50 Republican votes to pass it. It's the Democrats voted against it in unison. Everybody wants to pass the SAVE Act aside from the Democrats. I don't know why y'all are like repeating the same shit. It's like the only arguments y'all got, you gotta lie. That's the only way you could defend the Democrats at this point is by lying. Y'all are literally in the comments lying. And this is how I'm gonna prove it. Anybody who reads one of these bullshit comments, go research, go fact check them. And you tell me who's lying, me or them. I'm right about everything every time. I've been telling y'all if you watch my channel, I've been telling y'all for months that China is the real enemy infiltrating our shit. And then all of a sudden now came out, I was right. I'm really be right about everything. If you don't pay taxes, you shouldn't vote. Yeah, facts. If you never paid a dime in taxes in your whole life, you don't deserve social services either. Because I've been paying taxes my whole life. And I might be down on my dick one day and I need some of that tax money that I've been paying into the system my whole life. And I'm not going to get it because some motherfucker snuck over the border and is chewing it all up and giving it to his kids and sending it to Mexico and all this shit. And this ain't about immigrants. Y'all really be trying to flip it up. It's like Democrats can't tell the difference between a legal immigrant and an illegal immigrant. It's like, I feel like I'm talking to children sometimes. Y'all don't even know what a fucking woman is. Like, this is crazy, bro. Then they say I'm in a cult. Bro, y'all want to give sex changes to children and allow illegal immigrants to vote in federal elections and state elections. And then you say I'm in a cult. Y'all literally murder people for disagreeing with you. You know how often people come in here and tell me they're going to murder me? Literally. I'm surprised somebody hasn't said it so far. But I'm in a cult. Not the people that are saying they're going to murder you because you don't want children to get sex changes. Bro, who's in a cult? Now, the liberals are definitely like a cult-minded group of people. Definitely cult-minded. Because look, if you don't want to give sex changes to children, these liberals want you dead. But they're not in a cult, right? Because cults don't murder people for outrageous reasons, right? They're not in a cult. They just want to murder you if you don't want illegal immigrants to be flooding your country by the millions. But they're not in a cult. Even though they want to murder you if you don't want sex changes for children. No, that's not cult-like at all. It's the people that are trying to stop illegal immigrants from voting. Those are the cult members. The people that are trying to stop sex changes for children. Those are the cult members. Make it make sense. Children can get sex changes under Biden. Yes, they can. It's called gender-affirming care, which includes surgeries, drugs, all of that. Do your homework. Everybody who's on the fence with these politics, fact check me and these liberals so you can see who's lying. You can see that these people come in the chat and just start lying to defend the Democrats. It's pathetic, for real. California is a failed state. California is a failed state. Paul S, like, I feel where you're coming from, bro, but you gotta keep in mind, like, there's people that are on social services that are just in a bad situation and they don't deserve to have their right to vote taken. Like, we were, there was a time when me and my mom and my brother lived in a little apartment we was on social services, bro. We didn't deserve to have our right to vote taken, though, because our voice still matters. Plus, you gotta think about it. The people that are in these low-income communities are being represented by these fucking radical liberals who don't give a fuck about the community. They're out here screaming about Palestine, but then they'll just like slap a BLM sticker on their car to compensate. And like, oh no, look, I'm not racist. I got a BLM sticker on my car. I went and burned down a black neighborhood because of George Floyd, so I'm not racist. Yeah, you're in a cult. You're a cult, dude. Free Palestine, you cult members. It's like y'all just shift your political views as it becomes relevant. Y'all cared about black people for a minute. Now you don't give a fuck because you care about Palestine. You care more about some kid getting killed in Palestine than non-stop war zones in America where black kids are killing each other all day, every day. Our war in America, in our ghettos, never ends. The Palestine war, it'll be over eventually. They'll all be fucked over because they fucked their own people over. And that's all you care about. Some kid died in Palestine. You don't care about us. You don't care about people in America that live in these low-income environments. But you want to act like you advocate for us. But you don't even be in the hood. Like, you're always scared to come to these neighborhoods that you advocate for. Because you know people don't want you around with your freaky-ass gay shit. Shout out to all the gay homies and homegirls, though. Like, I rock with y'all. Just not the ones that are, like, on that freaky fucking, like, sex changes, gender-affirming care for kids and shit. Y'all are in a fucking way. And y'all make gay people look bad. Because I know some thorough-ass gay people that hate the shit that y'all are doing. Bro, yo, Danny, look, like, they really have a meltdown when you speak your mind. These kids have a meltdown. They can't handle the truth. Can I shout out your friend? What's your friend's name, man? What's your friend's name, bro? Yeah, just say it. I'll give her a shout out, homie. What's your friend's name, dog? I know it's gonna be some bullshit. Nah, you know what, Mr. Jason? Because I got friends that are gay. One of my best friends is a gay man. And he hates all the shit. He said, y'all LGBT psychopath motherfuckers are making him look bad. My man is like basically like, yeah, I'm gay, but I don't feel like talking about it all the fucking time. I don't feel like I need to tell you who I have sex with. None of your fucking business. Why does it matter that I'm gay? My man just wants to live his life, go to work, come home, love who he wants to love, have a good life. He's a normal motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he's a normal dude. He don't want to talk about this shit anymore. He just wants to be him, live his life. And these Democrat motherfuckers are like trying to use him for their politics. They got me brainwashed. Wow. Scared of Muslims. And socialism. Well, Muslims, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of Muslims. What the fuck are they gonna do to me? Nothing. Nothing. Literally, like, these Muslim bulls cannot do nothing with me, bro. And some of them is my people, too. Some of them is my homies. Like, I got some homies from the Middle East that are Muslims, and I rock with them. But they know that they got respect. They know that there's just, like, a boundary that you don't cross, because, like, we'll ruin your whole store. We'll, like, harass you constantly. Like, we'll fucking ruin your business. But they know that, and we respect them, though. We let them get their money. We could really flip this whole shit upside down if we wanted to, bro. Who the fuck is scared of somebody? You just want to say shit like that so you can say I'm brainwashed because you got nothing else to say. Yeah, Allenson, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, shout out Allenson for all the ads he watched and for helping run up my ad revenue. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the trolls. Shout out to all the people that just repeat. Shout out to all the liberal kids that just repeat the same shit over and over. Like, y'all really come into the chat repeating the same shit every day, but you act like it's the first time we've heard somebody say it. Y'all literally just repeat the same talking points over and over and act like we've never heard it before. Bro, everything you're saying, all of us have heard a million times. You're not creative. You're not impressing. You're not interesting. I'm telling you this so you could step your game up, though. I'm not telling you this to put you down. I'm telling you this because you could do better. You're wasting your energy with, like, I'm in a chat lying to defend politicians. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Exactly, Duke. Duke, tell him. Tell him. And look at where our socialist programs are the most prevalent. In the ghetto. How is that working out? Not too fucking good, is it? These kids want socialism. You could just go down the street to the projects. That's socialism. How great is that working out for the black community? Not too fucking good. What about the 50s, 40s, 30s when black people lived in capitalist societies? They own hotels, they own clubs, they own bars, they own everything. They own houses, they had generational wealth for their kids. What happened to that? Black Wall Street burned down. Are y'all gonna try to tell me Black Wall Street was capital or socialism? No, it was not. So what do you think's more successful? Black Wall Street or motherfucking, North Philly? The Richard Allen homes. What do you think is more successful? The Black Wall Street, capitalism, or the Richard Allen homes in North Philly, socialism? What do you think worked better? Free food, free housing, free everything. What do you think worked better? What environment do you think black people flourished in? Do you think black people did better in Black Wall Street or in Southside Chicago? What neighborhood do you think would you rather live in if you were black or if you were white and you were whatever? If you were black or if you are black, where would you rather live? Black Wall Street or, fucking Brownsville, Brooklyn? Socialism versus capitalism. What do you think works better? Blacks have done well, bro. Blacks have done well, but it's been so long that it's like it wasn't in our era. At least for me, it wasn't in my time. But now doing the research and understanding the shit I know, black people was damn near getting ready to lap white people. And then all of a sudden, all their shit disappears. Now they replace Black Wall Street with projects. Go to any of these neighborhoods, these Black Wall Street neighborhoods, where they used to be, and look at what they are now. They're socialist societies. They took black people's capitalist societies where they thrived, replaced it with socialism. Now it's a fucking ghetto full of kids murdering each other. And y'all don't give a fuck because you rather go out here talking about free Palestine. Like, y'all don't know why we're sick and tired of you? Y'all don't know why we don't want you in our community anymore? Y'all don't understand why Malcolm X said the white liberal is the most dangerous thing in the black community? Because look what the fuck y'all did. With your bullshit, your socialism, your fucking your identity politics. What do you think worked better, capitalism or socialism for black people? Black Wall Street, capitalism, Brownsville, New York, socialism. What do you think worked better? Huh? Y'all gotta educate yourself, man. They don't teach you this shit in school. They don't teach you that in the 50s and the 40s and 30s, there was 400 black-owned businesses in Atlantic City. They own everything, dog. They own the clubs. They own, like, luxury hotels, high-end restaurants. Not no bullshit like corner stores and that. They own everything, bro. They're Republicans. Then Democrats ushered in, Martin Luther King's idea, and no disrespect to him. But his ideas failed the black community, if we're keeping it real. Malcolm X knew what he was talking about. Malcolm X's ideas would have saved the black community, but they killed him and then smeared his name as a racist and a crackhead. He was not racist. He was just too militant. Yup. You're exactly right, Jason. You're exactly right, Jason. Yeah, but Morseful, you know what else? White people couldn't go into black neighborhoods and buy their shit. As soon as they started integrating and they opened up the black community to be infiltrated by white liberals, it got ruined. Because people like you stole the shit and bought up all the shit. People like you bought all the black businesses and sold it to Indians. Yeah. Fuck is you talking about, man? Do your fucking homework. You don't even know anything about black history in America and you're trying to educate me. Don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Find somebody else that's stupid that doesn't know what they're talking about, bro. I got the answers. Again, in the 40s and 50s in Atlantic City, there was 400 black-owned businesses. Fast forward like 60, 70 years of Democrat rule, there's like 24 left. Everything else got bought up by white liberals and sold to fucking Indians. No disrespect to them, but y'all fucking our shit up. Socialism will give you free dental. Bro, we already have free dental. See, and this is how I know that y'all liberal motherfuckers is privileged, spoiled brats. Because you never lived in socialism. You never lived in HUD housing. You never lived in the trenches. So you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So let me educate you. We already have universal health care for people that can't afford it. Me and my mom and my brother was on Medicaid, bro. We was on EBT, bro. We got dental. We got everything. We got physical exams, everything, bro. I got stabbed in my neck and shot, and I got everything. I didn't pay a dime. But the universal health care, y'all are trying to force rich people onto Medicaid. That's all that is. Because poor people already got the services they need. So universal, this whole concept y'all got, you just want to kick people that could afford private insurance off their policies and force them to take more tax money. Why? That doesn't make any sense. It's going to reduce the quality of care for the poor folks that need it. And then people that could afford it are going to be like, why the fuck am I on using tax money? I don't need this. Like, Democrats, please explain why you want to kick rich people off their private insurance policies and force them to weigh down our tax system and our tax money and take it from people that actually need it. Why? It makes no sense. We already have universal health care for people that don't got money. And I'm telling you because we were on it. The only reason you don't know is because y'all some spoiled motherfuckers, never been through shit. That's why you're out here worried about Palestine while somebody's a mile down the street from you getting shot in the hood. And you care about free Palestine, like, fuck out of here. Nothing y'all gotta say matters, for real. Like, somebody that really came from that, really been through the struggle, is not trying to hear this dumbass shit y'all are talking about. We're not trying to hear about... Let me calm down and read these messages. Bro, Dave, the free daycares, they're just robbing the system with those. Bro, free daycares would be a great move for people that are poor, so they could actually get to work and have a little bit more leniency. It would be easier for them to move on if they have free daycare. But the problem is that motherfuckers like these Somalians scam the system so goddamn bad that it ruins it for everybody. Bro, they stolen like billions of dollars using these fake daycares. And if you like refuse to accept that this is actually happening, you really ain't shit. Because the facts are out there. The only way for y'all to deny this shit is just by like intentionally blocking out any information that might prove you wrong. And there comes a point when y'all don't care about helping the people or what's best for the people. It comes down to like y'all are just too hard-headed to admit you're wrong. Or you're a troll and you're being paid for to be in the comments. And for real, if you really know, it's probably a good 60-70% of the people, the Democrat supporters, are not even actual Americans. Some of them are even bots. Some of these bots are super advanced. They'll sit here and have a whole fucking conversation. So just be careful how much you engage some of them, because they'll have you wasting your whole day. Most of the stuff socialists are offering are things we had access to, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're trying to sell us on shit that we already have. But the people that are voting for the socialism don't actually come from these impoverished environments. They don't really even know what they're talking about. They never lived with their mom and their brother in that little ass apartment on EBT and Medicaid. They never lived like that. They don't understand this shit already exists. These white liberals and then like the black liberals and everybody else who follows their fucking bullshit are voting for shit that doesn't even need to be. These white liberals don't know what the fuck they're talking about. The only thing that universal health care would do, because poor people already have it, so all that would do is just kick rich people off their private insurance policies and force them to get Medicaid too, weighing down the tax system like crazy. Could you imagine how bad like Social Security is going to be, and things like that for old folks, if we put everybody on government insurance, do you know how bad that would be for America? Do you know how unnecessary it is? Y'all talking about tax the rich. How about just make them pay for fucking insurance like they already are? The only reason you would have to tax the rich more is they want to force them on the government insurance and make them get money from the government when they don't need it. So yeah, obviously you're going to have to tax them more since you're forcing them to get government insurance. It makes no fucking sense. And for anybody that grew up in the hood, or you just grew up poor, maybe you grew up in a trailer park, and you grew up on these social services, you already know we get dental benefits. We get everything. You could go just get a physical exam, bro. Like I said, I got shot and stabbed in my fucking neck. I didn't pay $1 for the ambulance ride or anything. Y'all have never been through any of this, and you be on here trying to convince me or say I'm brainwashed. Bro, life experience cannot be brainwashed. You cannot brainwash me because I've had my life experiences. Republicans can't brainwash me. I don't love everything they do, and some of them are real fucking clowns. But the politicians that I really support right now are Republicans. They're the only ones that are talking common sense, man. And you know what? The main reason I started voting for Republicans was to protest the Democrats. Because I was a Democrat my whole life. And I got so sick of this fucking weird shit like Bro, I got so tired of their bullshit and them always yelling and crying, like trying to... Bro, I just can't do it. The Democrat Party is always going to be there, you guys. Stop voting for them until they tighten the fuck up. Trump's not going to put you in concentration camps. And if you believe that, you are completely out of your fucking mind. Sorry to tell you, pal. Well, yeah, Grandy, that's... Oh, my bad. Grandy, that's exactly the thing, though. The only reason they're trying to block the Save America Act is because they know they can't win elections without illegal immigrants voting for them. Because otherwise, why would you be against a federal law enforcing ID when you vote? Why would you be against making people show ID when they vote? Because if you don't, then they can just steal a registered voter's information and vote under their name. There's been hundreds of thousands of cases of it. And there's cases going on in every state. I think California has like 138 open cases just currently. That's just the ones they know about that they indicted. So 138 cases that some of them involve hundreds of people. And these are just the ones we caught so far, with California fighting tooth and nail. They won't release their voter rolls, so we can't go through and see who's voting. This shit's so crazy, bro. Why we in Iran? Because they can't have nukes. I know I'm not like a fan of war. Nah, look it up. Look it up, you guys. People call me a liar, which is crazy. Like that's how you know they don't got nothing to say. They just want something to say, though. They got nothing to say, but they want to say something. Just be like, oh, you're a liar. Wow, what a fucking riveting argument. You're a liar. Wow, thank you for enlightening us. We'll never be the same now. You just flipped all the voters in the room. Bro, the Fauci files are crazy. That shit is gonna be so crazy. Nah, you know what? I wouldn't say I support the war, but I understand it. Just think. All right. First of all, Trump is not the one. Sorry, I keep getting text messages. Trump is not the one that originally wanted to go to Iran. Obama wanted to go to Iran. Hillary wanted to go to Iran. Everybody wanted to go to Iran because if they know that if they got a nuclear weapon, it will fucking ruin us. They would drop it on somebody. No, there weren't nukes yet. They were building nukes. They've been everybody's been talking about it. Trump is not the first one. I am wrong about basic facts. All of y'all just say I'm a liar. You can't say what I'm lying about. You say I'm wrong about basic facts. You can't tell me what basic facts I'm wrong about because I'm right about everything. Always. I'm never wrong about anything. You just don't get it. Yeah, Joey, no, that's a fact. Bro, Iran has been bullying everybody. Iran, look, when the first time they got attacked by America, they just started bombing their neighbors. They bombed Jordan, they bombed Syria. Like, they bombed people that did absolutely nothing. They were just like, all right, you want to bomb us? We're going to just go fuck up other people because we're too pussy to go after America. Nah, Iran ain't making us look bad. They're cooked, man. All their bridges are gone. You know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for the people of Iran, the Iranian people that have to deal with the aftermath. My heart goes out to them, for real. It really does. So that's when I'm impartial about the war, is because of them. I will pay an extra $1 or $2 for gas if that stops them from getting a fucking nuclear weapon. But if it's easier for you guys to just call me a liar, then that's fine. It's MAGA drinking game. I don't know, that sounds kind of fruity, homie. Little guy, Obama had a plan. Obama had a plan. No, he didn't. He didn't even do anything. Trump had a plan. He actually went in. Said Obama had a plan. Little guy. Okay, you little pussy piece of shit. Obama didn't have a plan. I would smack you around and give you a wedgie, bro. I'll literally give you a wedgie. That's how real it is. I'll motherfucking hang you upside down by your ankles and shake the change out of your pocket. Pussy, fuck is you talking about? I'll give you a swirly, my boy. I'll give you a swirly, twin. Stop playing before you get pantsed, homie. I'll have my man crouch down behind you and then I'll push you over him. I swear to God. Our own government said they did not have a weapon. No, they didn't. They had nuclear material, yeah. No, our homeboy Goose, that's what I said. That's literally what I said. It's crazy how y'all don't even listen to what I'm saying. You just jump in the comment section. That shows how brainwashed you really are. You only hear certain things. You don't actually listen to my full message because you're in defense mode. Like, you need to defend the Democrats by all means. It's so bad that y'all aren't even capable of listening to me. I've agreed with a few of y'all on the Iran war, and you don't even hear it because you're just so brainwashed to hate me and defend Democrats and bash Trump. It's like you can't even have a conversation because you're brainwashed. You're in a fucking cult. For real. You call us cult members because you're in a cult. And it's so obvious with the shit. Y'all are the ones that support sex changes for children. Y'all are the ones that murdered Charlie Kirk because you didn't like his opinions. Who's in a cult? Like, obviously the people that are killing people over politics, the people that are pedophiles trying to turn boys into girls, those are the cult people. The people who are trying to block illegal immigrants from voting are not fucking cult members. The people that ban sex changes for children are not cult members. We're just normal people that are tired of y'all motherfuckers and your crazy, freaky, deaky, fucking weird shit. Nah, both sides are not in a cult. Alright, maybe there's some people on the right that are... You can't even say that, bro. The people on the right are not in a cult. There's nothing culty about people on the right. We're not pushing for anything crazy. Tell me one thing. All you got is like the Epstein, which the Democrats are the ones that protected Epstein. You should educate yourself on who Stacey Plaskett is. 2018. Stacey Plaskett, the ambassador of the Virgin Islands, where Epstein Island was. She was in a congressional hearing in 2018, recently, texting Jeffrey Epstein on his private phone number, asking him how he wants her to answer questions under oath. She's in the fucking congressional hearing, texting Epstein, asking him how to answer questions. Some of them were about Trump. 2018. Trump hasn't talked to Epstein since 2003. He's the one that released 3 million documents. Democrats are literally, their whole party is funded by Epstein. Like, you know what's the crazy part? Is y'all call us cult members. You guys literally on the left vote exclusively for candidates that were backed by Epstein and Big Pharma. You realize that, right? Like, all you guys that voted for Kamala Harris, guess who took more Big Pharma money than any politician ever in American history? Kamala fucking Harris. Guess who is the second biggest recipient of Big Pharma money ever in American history? Joe fucking Biden. Guess who's number 3? Can you guess? Somebody guess, man. Somebody guess, man. Fucking Obama. What a surprise. Look it up. What about the rest independents who voted for Trump and are done? Bro, you know what? You're allowed to feel how you feel. I mean, what about y'all? I don't know. I don't really know enough about Lindsey Graham, honestly, bro, to speak on him. Like, rest in peace, that man. I just don't like speaking on the dead. I don't like bringing that type of energy around me. A lot of people are just like so eager to fucking make fun of somebody that died. Like, I think that's wild. I don't really know enough about Lindsey Graham. I mean, yeah, I don't know enough about him. I don't even want to say anything because I could be totally wrong. I only talk about shit that I'm right. So if you come to this channel and you listen to what I say, I only talk about shit where I know I'm right. So you could trust my word as my bond. That's why they're so anxious to discredit me, because they know that I'm hurting their movement by telling the truth. Trump made fun of Robert Mueller as well. I mean, I wouldn't say he didn't have a reason to do so. Yeah, Mr. Jason West. Yeah, no, all these people fucking, dog, the communists. China has a huge footprint online. YouTube, actually, since Trump took over, YouTube has really been respecting freedom of speech. So everybody, just to know, YouTube really changed a lot. The YouTube used to block you if you said curse words and all type. YouTube really is like the only platform left that really encourages freedom of speech. Even X, bro, X will block you for a lot of shit. I've been blocked. I'm permanently banned from X because I posted a shooting. Probably shouldn't have posted a shooting, but yeah, I can't even really be mad at him for that. I recorded some kid getting shot in Kensington and then I posted it. Yeah, I mean, Elon bought X. I don't really know. I'm kind of partial on X, bro. Like, I'm not fully sold that they're all about free speech. I'm really not. My experience on X was a lot of shadow bans and a lot of shit that, you know. TikTok is the worst. TikTok is just straight a Chinese propaganda machine. TikTok needs to be fucking banned. Instagram is decent. Instagram is cool, actually. Instagram and YouTube is probably the biggest supporters of free speech. And I just want to say that because it's important that people kind of know. Facebook, not as bad as TikTok, but I'd say TikTok is the absolute worst as far as respecting free speech. Facebook is probably number 2. Instagram 3, YouTube 4. I would say that. But YouTube has been really solid though, for real. Even the people that legions of communist administration. Yeah, facts. Yo, Jason, I swear to God, listen. They spend all this time crying about Palestine and all this dumb shit. Like, imagine if they cared about people in the hood over here shooting each other all day. They don't care about them. They care about somebody that got blown up in fucking Palestine. Like, I don't give a fuck about the shit going on. Yes, it's horrible. And when I think about the people and what they're going through, horrible. But, like, for real, I've had, like, probably about 10 of my friends murdered. Even more, maybe not 10, probably like 7. have friends overdose, bro. Like I've been through so much. For me to be screaming about free Palestine, I don't even, bro. I'm sorry, but that's how I know some of y'all really haven't been through shit. Y'all are just some entitled, spoiled little brats that got nothing else to go for. So you put on a flag and, oh, free Palestine. Look at me. Look how great of a person I am. Look at me. Look at me. Free Palestine. Yeah, like y'all are really full of shit for real when it comes down to it. Yo, cool cat. China with the anchor babies is terrible. I think in the past like 10 years or something, China has had 1.5 million anchor babies. China will have their baby Chinese people, not all, shout out to my Chinese homies too, the homegirls. But they'll move here from China, have their baby here so it's an American citizen, then move back to China. Why the fuck are they doing that? And why the fuck are we allowing it? You can't do that anywhere else. You know where the only place you could do that on Earth is like 3 other countries, and it's like the Republic of Congo is one of them. Like the most corrupt countries on Earth are the only places where you could go have anchor babies, and then America, and the Democrats are the ones that are fighting to keep that intact. So if Democrats ran our government, we would be as corrupt as the Republic of Congo, because they're fighting for the same exact shit. Yeah, and you know what? Pray for peace for all them people, man. Pray for peace for the people in Palestine as well. But I got people that's over here like literally going to war in our communities. So for me to sit here like running around screaming about Palestine and all that, you think people got time for that? Who got time for that? These little fucking college kids that come from the suburbs don't got shit going on. And this ain't even about people from the suburbs, because some of them is like people that I'll rock with the most. Like some of them is super thorough. But the people that's really out here with the BLM stickers on their car and like the Palestine flags, they're all like these privileged kids from the suburbs. They don't got shit going on. More American military members got killed by Iran today because of Trump's illegal war. I mean, no wars are legal. What do you think, it's legal to go bomb another country? No. Do you think America is the first one to do that? I don't think so. Yeah, war is illegal, bro. Like, if you go and kill people, it's illegal. But at the end of the day, some war is necessary, some's not. Iran needs to get fucked up. They're bombing their neighbors for no fucking reason. So now their neighbors are fucking them up too. The Iran government ain't shit. Free the people though. I'm a lobbying anchor baby. What? Bro. I'm sitting in the fucking hood in my car drinking. You think like somebody would pay me? I don't think so. Yeah, Orders. Palestine has been bullying the entire world. Not just America. Not Iran has been bullying America. They've been bullying their neighbors. Obama wanted to go after him and he couldn't get enough support by his cabinet. Hillary wanted to go over there. She couldn't get support. Trump's people rock with him. Trump's people were like, no, it's time. We got to do something. So you don't got to like it. I actually hate, especially when I see the bridges getting blown up. I'm like, damn, like them people are stuck in their town. They can't even cross the bridge. It is painful to watch, man. I ain't no like heartless guy. It's a tough situation to call, like just, it's a tough situation for me to say I support it unconditionally, and I don't. I can't. I'm stuck, like I'm siding with the people. But the Iran government slaughtered 30,000 of its own people for protesting. So there comes a point when it's like, It's already bad. It's already as bad as it could get. The government is murdering its own people. Like, you can't just sit back and watch. And then you do something and they start killing their neighbors for no fucking reason. It's a terrible situation, man. So when I talk about war, I do try to be respectful to all the people that lost their lives. I don't want to just like make it sound like I don't think about them either, because I do. Some of y'all just think about how much you hate Trump, though. This is all like he said, "Go Knicks, man. Fuck you. We'll see your ass next year, man. Cause you already know what's going on. We got Jaylen Brown. Y'all cooked, man. So keep that energy next year, homie." It's like, nah, shout out to New York, man. I'm actually, if Philly didn't win, I really wanted to see New Yorkers win, man. New Yorkers, y'all been so loyal to them Knicks, man. Just dealing with heartbreak year after year, bro. Y'all deserve that. Y'all are good fans, bro. So shout out to New York City. New York. Period. Calamati, so you just want no borders then. You just want to let terrorists and cartels and drugs just openly flow through the border because of some shit that happened like fucking hundreds of years ago? What are you, out of your fucking mind? Now tell me why you hate on me. Only time, what did Rick Ross say? We don't cry only when babies die. Oh, the data centers are crazy. What is going on with these data centers? I'm really like kind of behind on the data center thing. That's why I don't really talk about it much. I know they're fucking up the power grid, but aside from that, bro, so you see New York City has this massive data center. Y'all seen they can't even handle a hot day. They lost power. Mondani, their gay Muslim mayor. Yo, how is Mondani a Muslim and gay at the same time? Y'all, don't none of y'all ever wonder, like, how is it possible that New York City Mayor Mondani is gay but Muslim at the same time? And y'all don't think he's a fraud? Oh, you didn't know he was gay? Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to burst your bubble. I didn't mean to burst your bubble, homie. But Mondani is a fraud. And he's gay, a gay Muslim. It ain't got nothing to do with gays or Muslims. But when you combine the two, it don't make no fucking sense. Wait, so an echo chamber, that's what the data centers are doing. Break that down for me, dog. So are the data centers, yeah, he's married, it's a fake marriage. Look how his wife acts around him. She's sick of him. Mondani's wife hates him. That's why she's constantly leaving the country for like weeks at a time to get away from him on her retreats. It's a fake marriage. Mondani is gay, bro. Accept it. I think a lot of us have been thinking he might be gay. He's gay, bro. And it's okay. Shout out to the gay homies, you know what I mean? But he's a fraud, though. I'm saying if you're gay, live your truth. Don't come on here telling me you're not gay to get my support. I'll support you if you're gay, bro. Just keep it real. Keep it official. Don't let me find out you're gay like 10 years later. Just tell me. I understand it's hard for some people to come out of the closet, though, so I respect that, too. My homie damn near killed himself because he didn't want to tell people he was gay, so I respect what gay people go through. But Mayor Mondani, just come clean, bro. We know you're gay. Yeah, obviously, he's gay, bro. Y'all gonna try to tell me Mondani is not fucking gay? Who cares if he's gay? Because he's lying about being a Muslim and he's lying about being gay. If you're a Muslim, you're not allowed to be gay. So if you're a gay Muslim, you're a fraud on both ends because you're lying about being gay or being straight and you're lying about being a Muslim. So you can get the minority vote. Minority. Oh, I didn't say Obama was gay. Some people think Michelle is a man. I don't, honestly, bro, even as a Trump supporter, I think people should leave Michelle alone, bro. Michelle didn't do nothing. Like, her husband became the president. He did some shit that made people mad, but leave the woman out of it, bro. And y'all on the other side should leave Melania out of it, too. And I didn't bring up Mondani's wife, by the way. I'm not disrespecting her. She's trying to get from A to B by, she's with a gay Muslim. But I'm not going to disrespect her. Muslim Brotherhood calls Mondani a necessary criminal. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. They know he's gay. Like, people behind the scenes know Mondani is gay. It's the people that don't want to believe it. The people that want to believe he's like a good Muslim man. No, he's not. A good Muslim man is not going to be doing speeches with a transgender flag behind him. And when I say a good Muslim, I mean a real actual Muslim that follows his deen and stays on it. Mondani ain't on no fucking deen because he's gay and he's lying about the whole thing. He doesn't pray 5 times a day. He's not a real Muslim. Y'all are trying to convince us otherwise because you don't know what Islam is about. And some of y'all, I don't hate Islam. I actually have some close friends that are Muslim. I got close friends that's my brothers that's black Israelites that hate white people. I ain't even gonna lie. I say the N-word around them and all that. I don't do it online because I know, I don't want to disrespect nobody. But I'm telling you, like, it's different over here, man. It's different over here, man. It'd be these white liberals trying to say I'm racist. Yo, I don't even, like, be around a fraction of the culture I'm around. Not even a little bit. Not even close. You'll never get respect in the places I get respect in. Ever. You won't even be allowed to come around. People will laugh you off. Yo, he said, wow, it's the mega propaganda machine. Yo, is anybody else noticing a pattern? All of them come in and say the same thing. They say propaganda. They use the same words even. These people are completely incapable of making an original thought. Hey, I appreciate you, West. Real shit. Because there gotta be a couple of us, man. Yeah, salute, homie. Subscribe, bro. Pull up anytime you want. Amen. Amen. Oh, shit. Damn, mama's out here. It's like, let me not put her on blast. Her umbrella just went flying down the street. Daryl Matthews, what up, though? Trump is respected more than Haley's? Who's Haley? Republicans aren't blocking the Save America Act. Republicans got 50 votes for the Save America Act. The Democrats have voted against it. All of them. Literally all the Democrats unanimously vote against the Save America Act. They want illegal immigrants to vote. The Republicans voted unanimously for it, aside from a few, like the bull and what's his face, John Thune, and these other fucking creeps. So yeah, I don't know why y'all come on here and lie about shit when anybody could just go fact check you. Anybody could go on Google and fact check any of the shit these liberals say in my chat and realize that they're all liars. Literally all of them. There has not been one liberal in the chat so far that has not lied, that is not trying to catch some angle, that's not trying to like tell me I'm paid by Israel. Not one. Your only angle, because you know everything I'm saying is true, so you can't argue facts, so you have to discredit me by making up some bullshit. Bro, look at the fucking wall behind me. Just look at the wall, homie. Look at that wall behind me. Y'all really think Israel pays me, homie? Look at the fucking old brick yellow wall, dog. If Israel was paying me, do you think I would be here? Are you out of your fucking mind, dog? And look at the fucking wall, homie. Does that look like a wall that people paid by Israel sit in front of? Like, fuck is they talk about, man? You think I'm gonna be sitting in front of this wall, homie? No. That drawing gonna be marble and fucking gold. Fuck is they talking about? Yeah, they want to keep the mail voting going. Yeah, Thune said they don't have a vote. Thune is a fucking scumbag, bro. Thune is like in tune with the KKK. Thune is a piece of shit. Just because I support Trump doesn't mean I'm gonna like fight for every fucking Republican. I'm not like you guys on the left. I'm capable of thinking freely. I'm capable of saying, yeah, he's a Republican, but he's a fucking scumbag. I'm not like you. I'm not incapable of criticizing the party I vote for. I'm not like you. Shout out Nerd Guy Returns. Reagan? No, that was way before my time, man. Do I look like I was even able to vote when Reagan was running? Like, fuck. Nah, I mean, yo, if you read the comments, well, Randy, everybody used mail-in voting. Mail-in voting is only supposed to be for people like veterans that are overseas or people who are disabled and aren't able to get to the voting office. Mail-in voting is not for people who are fully capable of going and filling out a fucking ballot. People were going around stealing people's mail-in ballots, filling it out, with their information. Then these people will go in and try to vote, and they couldn't because someone else used their information. And it's probably like a 99.9% chance that they voted for Democrats, who are the ones that are fighting for mail-in ballots. No, millions of... Our homeboy. You really have no idea what you're talking about. Everybody out there, fact check me and fact check homeboy. He's going to be wrong about literally everything. I'll never lie to y'all. And I'm not going to defend every Republican on everything. That's how you know I'll keep it official, bro. These people can't do that. If they are standing up for Democrats, it's unconditional. Every single one of them, they're fighting for them. They don't give a fuck who it is. They'll stand up for Tim Walz, who just pardoned an illegal immigrant child rapist, who Mark Rubio said no, deported him anyway. Tim Walz just gave him a pardon. Look it up, man. And these motherfuckers will still support his ass. These motherfuckers wanted him to be vice president, potentially president. He just pardoned a child rapist. This dude was raping a 10-year-old girl for years. And he was here illegally, and Tim Walz gave him a pardon because he said he had a bad day. Bro, Tim Walz said we all have bad days. Motherfucker, I never raped a 10-year-old girl on a bad day. That's the last thing I'm thinking about doing on a bad day. Fuck type of bad days is he having? Bro. In my emotions? Nah, I'm just always like this, homie. Yeah, of course, you're all Republicans. Look at all the liberals. I'm a Republican. I'm a Trump voter. They literally all just repeat each other. That's how you know they're fake accounts. Because they all, literally every Democrat that's come in here, none of them respond. All they say is, you're a liar, this is fake, you're propaganda, and then they say that they voted for Trump. Because that validates their argument. They think that if they convince us that they were Republicans and they hate Trump, that's going to flip voters. But it's not, because we see how corrupt the Democrats are. They're using illegal immigrants to rig elections. And you think because you voted, you didn't even vote for Trump. Y'all really be lying, thinking we're stupid. Just lie about everything. Like, you guys literally just lie about fucking everything. It's so crazy to me. It's just politics, bro. Like, just be honest. Why are y'all so desperate for Democrats to win that you will lie? Yo, cool cat, bro. Yo, that the election for mayor in California, bro. I have never seen such blatant corruption in my whole life. Dog, it took them a full month to count the votes. California, the people at the voting booths are not allowed to ask you for ID when you go to vote. Look it up. One of these motherfuckers is gonna say I'm lying, and I'm not. It sounds like I'm lying because it's so hard to believe that the Democrats could possibly be this blatantly corrupt. But they are blocked. They said that if you go to the voting booth, the person watching the booth, they're not allowed to ask you for ID. So you could just take any registered voter's information and vote with their name. That should look like piss. I appreciate you, cool cat. Yeah, don't be stingy with the likes, y'all. I'm literally risking my life talking about politics because these Democrat kids will literally murder you. These Democrat kids will murder you if they don't like your views, but they'll say you're in a cult. They think they're not in a cult, even though they'll actually literally will murder you. Even though they come in here all repeating the same thing over and over again, even though they're completely incapable of having an objective opinion about anything, they think they're not in a cult, bro. Y'all literally think exactly like cult members. The shit that you guys say is crazy. It's so like in your face too. There's no defending it. Yeah, our homeboy Goose. I've heard that a million times. You guys all say the same shit. They're just saying what they hear. Yeah, exactly. And they're repeating what they see in chat rooms and shit like that. Yeah, Jason, it's fucking disgusting. These people, yo, these Democrat kids will literally murder you if you don't want children to have access to sex changes. They want you dead if you don't want to give sex changes to children. That's half the reason I'll never vote for a Democrat. Y'all are some freaky motherfuckers, bro. Trevino, get lost with that shit, bro. Y'all can talk shit all you want. There's some shit I'm not allowing. Some shit I'm not letting slide. I'm not letting no racist shit slide towards nobody. And then y'all, yeah, I'm not letting certain shit slide. And I don't care who you voted for. Yo, Goose, look. Goose, at the end of the day, you voted for the party that's currently suing Trump because he banned sex changes for children. So I don't give a fuck what you're registered as. You vote for some freaky motherfuckers, bro. There's no defending it. Like, yeah. I'll just leave it at that. Exactly, West. All this shit is from China. Even the anti-Israel shit is from China. Yo, Goose, you need to calm your bitch ass down. What are the data centers actually for? Like, that's something I need to educate myself on. What are they actually for? Does anybody even know why we need them? Or why they're saying we need them? Yeah, Goose, I'm sure you're going to flip a lot of... Or Ryan Graves, I'm sure you guys are flipping a ton of voters by lying about voting for Trump. Nobody believes you. All you guys use the same talking points. You know how bad it is for liberals and Democrats? They won't even admit that they're liberals anymore. They lie and they say they voted for Trump. Like, that's how bad it is for them. That's how many people have woken up and realized the Democrat Party is corrupt to the core. All of them. Dude, Eric Swalwell got caught fucking a Chinese spy. Like, What do they need to do to make y'all stop voting for him? This dude was fucking a Chinese spy. And he's still in Congress. The Democrats still rock with him. Bro. This man fucked a Chinese spy and y'all still rock with him. That's how crazy it is. Y'all are trying to convince me some bad shit about Trump. This motherfucker was fuck. Y'all support somebody that fucked a Chinese spy. Like, it was a full-blown relationship with her. Your religion was made up by character, by your government to make us look dumb. By our government? Bro, Christianity was around way longer than the American government, bro. I don't know what type of fucking weird shit you're on today. Tighten up, man. No Diddy. Typical Democrat. I appreciate you, though. Hey, shout out to all the Democrat vote. Like, shout out to all the people on the left that are still common sense. Shout out to all the people on the left that could disagree with me respectfully, though, and bring an intelligent argument. Shout out to y'all. And all of y'all that just come on here and say, oh, you're a clown, you're a racist, you're a fascist, that's a lot. Like, the ones of y'all that's all you got to say, y'all are some fucking goofies. You need an SYBAU. What am I smoking? I don't even remember what it is, bro. These motherfuckers got a new name for weed every time that I come and buy something. Common sense, yeah, absolutely. I'm not a Democrat or Republican at all. I'm definitely not a Republican. I don't get paid, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't work for the government. I'm a regular civilian. Yeah, I'm not a Democrat or Republican, bro. Y'all need to listen to Malcolm X and what the fuck he was trying to tell you. The white liberals are the most dangerous thing to America and the black community particularly, and that was proven when they ended integration and the Democrats and white liberals bought up all the black businesses and sold them to Indians. They've already proven that they're the biggest threat to the black. And some of y'all want to keep rocking with them. Man, this conversation, I can't answer your phone call right now. Girl, my bad. You believe I'm captured? I don't know what that means, bro. I'm a free thinker. You could mention some Republicans right now that I think they're complete scumbags. But just if I support like a couple of them, then suddenly I'm brainwashed. I'm like a far right MAGA. Like, y'all are out of your fucking minds, for real. I'm not saying you common sense because you're not saying nothing too crazy, but your train of thought. You have a very narrow view of the world, but you're presenting it like you don't. But you only see things one way. If I think this, then I must be that. That's a very shallow way of seeing it. It's just not a full perspective of the universe, bro. And a lot of y'all, because of these politics, you're not allowing yourselves to be accepted into the universe. That's why you're unhappy. That's why you get anxiety. That's why you age poorly. All this shit will be solved when your perspective opens up and you see things for what they are. And the universe accepts you and the world opens wide up and life becomes amazing.
fucking text messages like just come on, bro. I'm trying to get back to the chat. That's the problem with Facebook, bro. If somebody calls you while you're on live, you can't answer it. And if they text you, all right, the stream. Damn, man, YouTube needs to update that shit. You can't even fucking answer your phone without ending cutting the whole live, and you lose half the viewers. YouTube got a few things though. YouTube definitely supports freedom of speech though. Yeah, West, I mean, we kind of all are gullible in one way or another, man. If the right person comes across your path and gives you the right message, all of us are capable of being gullible, homie. Anybody that thinks that there's not someone out there that could swindle and finesse you, you're going to be the first one to get swindled and finessed. Oh, the data centers are taking up all the water. You're right. They're using mad water and then they're dumping it back in the sewage system. It's going in the sewage system with like shit and all that though, isn't it? Because I'm feeling like the shit that be going in there anyway is probably so crazy. Continue. Make Democrats look at this MAGA hat as punishment. Nasty work. Yeah, Wes, that's all you can do, bro. You just give them the information, keep it pushing. You know, like some of these people, you'll never convince them of anything anyway. You can tell them the truth. You can tell them to fact check it themselves. Some of them like refuse to. They're like, no, give me your source. I'm like, bro, just look it up. They're like, nope, give me your source or you're a liar. And then they try to convince everybody you're lying. When the whole time Google is right there. Anybody could fact check anything I say. But they never do. They just call you a liar and keep it pushing. Yeah, bro, I think like the best leaders are people that don't want to be the leader. A lot of times because they don't got that ego. A lot of times people that want to be a leader, they got too much ego. That's why they want to be a leader. Some people, like the people that don't want to be a leader, it's usually because they feel like they're not going to be much an asshole enough. I was told it was fraud and I threw on my MAGA hat, but that's not the same they said when there was fraud in the 2020 election. Man, now that I see the Democrats voting against the SAVE Act, I'm like, damn, you guys are way more corrupt than I thought you were. Like, wow, now I see why Trump said they rigged that election. They're literally fighting to block a bill that just says you have to show ID when you vote. That's it. The SAVE Act just says you have to show ID when you vote. Why the fuck would you vote against that? For real, somebody just really answer the question. You guys keep saying I'm a liar. Just answer the question. Why would you vote against a law that says you have to show ID when you vote? You don't need no special ID. You don't need a passport. You can do it if you're married or divorced. You guys got all these bullshit excuses why you don't want it to pass. But at the end of the day, it's all bullshit. You need your ID, bro. You just got to show ID. That's it. Maybe some states want to see a birth certificate. So the fuck what? Bring your birth certificate, homie. Like, what are you telling me you can't even get a birth certificate? Then you shouldn't vote anyway. But you don't need a birth certificate. You just need to show ID. Bro, even if you did, what's the big deal? I'd rather you have to show your birth certificate than take the risk of illegal immigrants voting. Or the same person stealing multiple people's information and voting with them. So I would rather just show my birth certificate than having like hundreds of thousands or millions of people, illegal immigrants and everybody voting illegally. I'll just show my birth certificate, bro. No, yo, common sense. You don't. It's not voter ID. You literally just show your ID. Just bring your driver's license or your ID, and you just show it. It's not like no special. You don't have to get a true ID. You don't need a passport. You don't need to show a birth certificate. You show all that when you register. So when you go in to vote, you just show ID. Yes, I am who I say I am. So when you put down, John Smith in your information, you could prove that you're John Smith. But if they don't take your ID and they don't check for ID, then they can't fucking tell. They don't know if you're John Smith or not. They didn't even ask for your ID. You could be anybody. You could be an illegal immigrant. But I'm sure that we could just trust the illegal immigrants that they're not going to vote, right? Because they have so much integrity. Jason, shout out Jason, man. Appreciate that, homie. Democrats can't save their party online, for real, bro. Yo, they wish they could, but they got no real valid arguments, though. None of them have a good argument for why they don't want the SAVE Act to pass. None of them can tell me. Because it's so ridiculous to not want people to have to show ID when they vote. That's the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. Like, these Democrat kids will literally just disagree with anything he does. I don't argue about religion, bro. Religion's something in your heart or your faith in God, whatever it may be. Maybe you don't believe in Jesus. You believe in a universal spirit. Who knows what you believe in? I know the universal spirit is real and that we're connected with trees and nature and all that. I know it's like way, way beyond anything a religion could tell you. But I know that in the Bible there's some lessons that are crucial for us to learn. And some of y'all don't want to learn them lessons. Oh! Damn, I wish the camera was on, bro. That bull just drove over the curb so hard. Dog. Damn, bro. R.I.P. to his motherfucking struts. Yo, West, I appreciate you, homie, for real. Like, I do understand why people have issues with religion. I understand why somebody could look at all the wars that were started because of religion and they don't fuck with religion. I actually understand it. I do believe in Jesus Christ and in his spirit, but I don't expect everybody to agree because I could understand where they're coming from. And honestly, I don't think Jesus would be mad at him either. Some people just don't know. Their life experience might even give them good reasons to not believe. I don't think God's gonna send them to hell for that, bro. I really don't. So whatever you call God, if you're really living by those laws for real, being a good person, honestly in your heart, God's gonna fuck with you, bro. I don't give a fuck what name you call him. Even if you're a Muslim, bro, and Allah, I don't think Allah is gonna send me to hell. I really don't, bro. I'm a good boy. And just like a Muslim brother that I know, a lot of them that's great people, I just couldn't see Jesus Christ just sending them to hell. I can't see it. That's a good dude. His life experiences and his upbringing is why he is the way he is. You can't judge him for that. So I accept everybody, but my issue is with the Muslims is not the ones American Muslims. Like in my area, I'm right outside of Philly, in like Delaware County, Pennsylvania. I'm in Delaware County. Bro, there's mad Muslims out here, but they're black Muslims. So I've never really been around. The only like Middle East Muslims and like Arab Muslims I know, all of them were cool. That's just in my area. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm somebody that talks heavy about the invasion of Islam. But I'm telling you, like individually, I know some real good Muslim brothers out here, for real, and women too. And they're not all like some of the women. Yo, some of the women is wild too. I ain't gonna lie. I got some stories about the Muslim girls, man. You wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I'm not gonna disrespect the culture. But you'd be surprised, homie. They get tired of wearing that motherfucking joint on their head all the time, bro. They want to let their hair down. You feel me? If you know, you know. Oh, yo, good looking. Hold on, I missed the super chat, bro. My fault, dog. Goose. Trump added a bunch of pork spending for personal projects. That's why 6-7 Republicans. Yeah, see, no, that's a fact. I'll give you a like on that comment. No, that's a fact. See, the thing is Democrats kept blocking the SAVE Act, and so he couldn't pass it. So he added it to a bill that they did vote for, and then they blocked that one too. And then Republicans blocked it too because they didn't like the shit he was. The Democrats were asking for some bullshit. They were asking for more money. Look it up. I forget what their reason is, but the first part of the bill was something they wanted to get through also, and Trump was going to sign it, but he said, "But you have to approve the SAVE Act." That's what happened. So tell the whole story. Like, I hear you, bro, and you didn't lie about anything, but tell the full story. See, and that's where I feel like you must have an angle, because you're trying to reshape a story to fit a narrative that'll help you flip voters for the Democrats, because you really just trying to convince people. You're trying to brainwash people for real. Anybody with half a brain can see what he's trying to do. You tell half the story so it fits your side of the story. Whole time you read the shit, I could tell, because you said the details, so I could tell you read the story. You're not uneducated. I know you know the full story. You just manipulate it because you're just trying to flip voters. You have no good intentions here. You don't give a fuck about right or wrong or who's got terrible policies. You don't care that the Democrats are trying to give sex changes to children and they're suing Trump because he banned it. You don't care about none of that, bro. And you think I'm tripping. How? What exactly am I voting for on policy-wise that's so crazy? Tell me one thing. I support Donald Trump. Tell me one fucking policy I support. Policy. Let's not talk about morality, character, because I'm not gonna debate his past. I'm not gonna sit here and try to convince everybody that Trump is this great guy and it's all lies. He was a player, bro. He was a guy that went to the club, smashed a lot of women. He did his thing, bro. New York City loved him. He was that man. He was that boy. Yo, Trump was that boy. He was in the mix, man. He was hanging around the gangsters and all that. And they all respected him too. Black, Italian, didn't matter. Trump was that dude. But I'm not going to argue like if he was morally the best man ever to exist, because he was a player. So in a lot of people's eyes, I can understand why they think he's a scumbag. So I'm not even going to argue with that. I'm just talking about policy at this point. I don't give a fuck what either of them did. Because we dig up the Democrats' past, it's nasty too. So why even argue that? Let's talk about policies. Let's talk about what direction we're trying to go. Are y'all just trying to go with like the transgender illegal immigrant route? That's fucking crazy. Y'all don't see how crazy that is? And then you're doing all these like extra little facts trying to sidetrack the conversation because you know the actual topic makes y'all look so bad. That's what's going on, y'all. If you didn't know, then now you do. No, the SAVE Act doesn't say nothing about transgender. What, bro? The SAVE Act, all the SAVE Act is transgender. What the fuck are you talking about? The SAVE Act is they're trying to make it a ban on that right now. I don't think it's not in the same act. But if that was, I don't think that's a bad thing. I'll vote for that too. So you don't support banning transgender surgery without parents' approval? If that is, oh no, who said that? That is crazy. So wait, Democrats want to make it legal for children to get sex changes without their parents' consent? That's what the Democrats are doing right now, bro. That is crazy. Yeah, common sense. No, salute though, because you're not being biased either, and I respect that. That's hard to come across somebody that's not constantly just trying to flip voters. They'll talk about anything but the topic. They'll try to talk about the past. They'll try, like I said, I'm not sitting here debating about Trump and his possibilities of going to heaven. I don't fucking know. I know he's definitely done some dirty shit in his past. He ain't no motherfucking saint. I don't think he is. I'm not a saint either, y'all. And neither are you. But I understand he's at a higher standard because he's the president and all that. So I understand. I'm not even going to argue that either. I'm not going to argue any of that shit with y'all, but that's all y'all got to talk about. You can't talk about policies because the Democrats have the worst policies. And you know that, so you have to just talk about Trump. Nobody's talking about... Look, we're really not even talking about Trump. I'm just saying, why did the Democrats block the SAVE Act? Is it because they need illegals to win the vote? Is it because they love illegals that much? Or is it both? And it's both, and we all know that. That's why I asked that question, because y'all obviously know the answer. You love illegal immigrants more than your own people, and the Democrats can't win elections if they don't let illegal immigrants vote. That's why y'all are against it. There's no other reason. Why? If I'm wrong, then tell me what other reason could there be that you can just vote anonymously with no fucking ID? You don't even have to sign your signature in California. They said, this is on their government website. It gives you requirements for your signature, which there shouldn't be. Just sign your fucking signature. They said you could use symbols. This is on California's government website. It gives you requirements for your signature to be valid on your voting ballot. And you can use symbols. So people are drawing smiley faces in a signature box. So they steal someone's name and address, put it on a voter ballot, then they draw a smiley face in the signature section, and it gets counted as a legitimate vote. That person could have been a legal immigrant. That could have been a rapist that just got out of prison. That could be a homeless person that they paid to vote. And we know they're doing all of that. Stop me when I'm lying, bro. I know a lot of y'all just say I'm lying, but can't actually, if anybody looks it up, they'll see that I'm not lying. So that's the problem, is that you just want to say I'm lying, but anybody could just look it up and be like, oh, damn, no, he's not lying. Yeah, anybody could go look it up and just be like, oh, wow. He kept it official the whole time. Anybody could look it up, man. Google's right there, bro. Goose said I don't vote. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Yo, Goose, I don't know what's up with you, bro, but you are acting like a real dick rider. You might be a thorough guy, but you're acting like a real meat bandit right now, homie. So I don't know what type of shit you're on today, but I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and say you're not always like this. You probably just mad about some dumbass shit. Your mom fucking forgot to get Hot Pockets from the supermarket for you or something like that. Now you're on my shit snapping. I don't vote. What the hell are you talking about? They plan to let Israel integrate into our military. Where did you read that? And who is they? Like, don't just say anything, bro. Can't even, there's no reason for you to think that. Y'all don't have no inside sources. Like, some of y'all motherfuckers act like you're CIA agents and have access to information that nobody else does. Because you'll just say some shit, and then everybody goes and looks it up, and they're like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, it's the total opposite of the way y'all tell the story half the time, too. Nutrient deficient. Yo, stop, bro. Come on, man. I'm actually a chill guy, bro. I'm worried where I'm going to be living in the next 5 years. Why? What's going on, Cody? Nah, I mean, the cost of living is crazy, but if you get a little bit of money, bro, you just need to get a trade. I don't know. People are scared to work, but I mean, affording $1,000 a month ain't that crazy. Like, you can make $1,000 a week. Just get a trade. You can make way more than $1,000 a week if you get a trade, bro. Learn carpentry, learn electricity. You'll get way more than $1,000 a week. You'll be able to pay fucking $1,500 for a nice ass apartment in a lit part of town, or the town over. If your shit's boring as hell, you go live over there. I'm telling you, the kids get discouraged because things are so expensive. But it's also because y'all won't get a trade. You guys don't want to work hard like we do. That's a big part of the problem, bro. And maybe that's not your case particularly, because I don't want to just make it sound like I'm talking about you. I'm just talking about in general. It's really not that hard to make like a grand to like $4,000 a month. It's not that hard, but you gotta be willing to work. If you learn a trade, bro, after a couple years of doing it, you'll make way more than that. You'll be making 3-4 bands a week. Like I'm not making that because I haven't been doing it long enough. But I know people that do, and they just get money, bro. Like my man does it. He's my man I grew up with. He came from nothing, bro. And this motherfucker owns a whole it's like general contracting. He does carpentry, electricity, all that. And he gets money, bro. He gets money. And he started off as just like a labor worker. He just called a bunch of contractors. Look, if you need extra hands, you got a job that you need help on, I'll help. I'll help clean up, do whatever the fuck you need. These motherfuckers will hire you and give you like $23, $24 a week, an hour. Right? Just like that. Your very first lowest level job in that field, in the trades, excuse me. Lowest level job. Matter of fact, if you get in a labor union, it's $30 an hour to start, and that's like the lowest union. The labor union is like they are the ones that sweep and clean everything up. Shout out to them. Like one of my closest homeboys came up in a labor union. Now he's in the electrician union. He's making like $50, $60 an hour. But a lot of y'all are scared to work. Man, I'm telling you, you could get to $1, bro. But a lot of people just don't want to really go for it because it's too hard. And it is, I get it. But I mean, me personally, I'll never. I'm willing to work. I'm willing to go out there and get it, man. And that's how you gotta think. Or if not, then you can just try to vote for fucking communists and hope that you get us that actually work hard to pay for your shit. Not you particularly, but a lot of these kids that are communists, they're not willing to work as hard as me. So they trying to get me to pay for them. That's why we like capitalism. You get what you earn. That's it, man. If you didn't earn it, you don't deserve it, bro. Just if you're not trying to work for something, then just accept that you're not gonna get it. Simple as that. Don't try to get me to buy it for you because you're lazy. Oh, well, this guy, he works hard as fuck over here. I bet he's got a little money. Let's go get some of his so he can pay my rent. Like, fuck out of here. That money needs to go to people like my mother when she was a single mother trying to raise 2 badass boys. That money needs to go to her because she didn't do nothing but go to college, worked the whole time, grinded, and got us out that situation. And if you seen what that woman did, y'all would never complain. Y'all motherfuckers won't work. This woman had 2 boys, badass boys, that was in and out of jail, always in some bullshit, involved in drugs and all that. And this woman didn't do shit but go to college, go to school every night. She worked all day and then went to night school. And she came up. Now she owns a nice ass house out in the suburbs somewhere. Like you guys have no idea how much you could come up if you stopped crying and did something about it. He said, TDS, Trump does suck. That was good though, bro. That's a good joint. You should yeah, make sure you keep that one in the chamber, homie. That was a good one. No, I like that. Midterms are near, collapse is coming. What do y'all think is gonna happen with midterms? Wouldn't that be crazy if just a bunch of Democrats got ran down, arrested for their corruption right before midterms? How do I feel knowing that they are making it harder for needy Americans to get help? No, they're not. Fuck you talking about? Bro, you don't know anybody from the hood, dog. Like, you don't know nobody in the hood. I'm telling you, I know grown men that are living in the projects have their own shit. Women, children, I know, man, people that have housing, they have food, they have, they can go to the dentist, bro. They can go to the dentist, homie. You don't know shit about living off of these services. You don't know what it's like when your mother is using Medicaid and you're all eating off of EBT and you go to the dentist because the government helps you guys out. You don't understand because you've never been through that. So stop trying to advocate for us, homie. Stop. You're not an advocate for us. You're an advocate for yourself because you're not willing to admit you're wrong. That's what's really going on. Yeah, Jason, exactly, bro. People don't realize that they'll be doing better if they work hard. If they get a fucking job where they get their hands dirty. Stop trying to get a little soft ass job in the office or some shit. Get your hands dirty, man. Get out there, work on some concrete. Do some real work and you'll get money, bro. I'm trying to tell you, you guys think that we don't get money. You're fucking tripping. I'm trying to tell you. A lot of us people in the trade make way more than y'all. And you guys sit here, oh, you have a low IQ. Who has a low IQ? You spend all fucking day in the house just getting soft and fragile in your office, typing on the computer, doing your little boring ass job, just getting weak and soft. And some of us are actually out here getting it in, busting our ass, building houses. We build fucking houses, dog. You know what I'm saying? The people in the trades are the reason that America looks the way it does. We literally build the houses that you live in. The mechanics fix the cars that you drive and don't know how to fix. Like, we're the ones that keep you alive. We don't need shit from y'all. Stop trying to advocate for us. You're not one of us. And I could tell because you're trying to push this universal healthcare shit. Universal healthcare, we already have it, bro. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. No, I'm not mad. I'm always like this. Fuck's wrong with you? Come on my lot. I'm always like this, bro. So I build. Pause. Like, what does that mean, bro? Cool Cat is going crazy with the Israel flags. I'm like, what's that all about? yo, Cool Cat, what is up with the Israel flags, dog? Like, that is kind of weird. Like, I'm from America, bro. I don't give a fuck about no Israel. I don't give a fuck about no Palestine. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. I'm from America. We got enough shit going on here. They're not worried about any of the shit we go through. People are literally going to war right now, shooting each other, killing each other in our cities. Every city in America. And they don't give a fuck. But I'm supposed to be out here, free Palestine. Man, them motherfuckers don't care what we're going through, bro. Y'all worried about them. Somebody down the street probably just got killed. And you're out here talking about some free Palestine. Fuck out of here, bro. Austin TX. Shout out Austin, man. Shout out Texas. I love Texas. My uncle, all my cousins, born and raised Texas girls and guys. I love my Texas family. They're from DAW area, Fort Worth, Arlington, Dallas, all that shit. The comments are going fast, so I'm trying to keep up with all of them. So if I missed your comment, I ain't mean to. You get to drop that shit again. For real. And I'm fried right now, so. My dad said Israel never cared back when he was younger. I don't really like pay attention to the whole Israel thing. Like, people, for some reason, and I know, Jason, you're just saying it because everybody's talking about it. But, and that's how I feel too. The only time I talk about Israel is if like everybody in the chat's talking about Israel. My parents support Israel, they're barely holding on. Shit. Who's barely holding on? I couldn't even tell, bro, like, I'm just saying where I live at least, there's just so much going on. I don't even care about what's happening in other countries. I care. Like, I feel terrible for the people that are losing their lives or watching their communities get fucking blown up. Definitely care about them. But I'm saying, all the shit we go through in America, they don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers get shot in every single city all the time. Some of us have mad friends that got murdered. You think I'm supposed to like care that somebody got killed in Gaza? It's a cold world, bro. People get killed here all the time. There's like thousands and thousands of people die every year. We've had millions and millions of people just kill each other in America. Our war never ends. You know, talking about free Palestine, like the shit over here never ends. That should concern you way more. Throw a BLM sticker on your bumper. That should compensate. Keep Austin weird. That's because you got all them fucking libtards living there, bro. Yeah, Cairo, like, yo, for real, bro, at this point, the whole anti-Israel thing, I'm convinced it's just pro-China. I'm convinced that all these anti-Israel people, because I don't give a fuck about Israel, bro. Everybody comes in here talking about Israel, or they say, Israel pays me. Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, I don't even think about them. I don't even know what they're doing, what they got going on. What I do know is that China has infiltrated our government way more than anybody else could possibly imagine. China has had mayors be mayors of whole cities that are Chinese spies. One of them, Arcadia, California. She was convicted. She pled guilty. She said, yes, I'm a Chinese spy. She was elected as a mayor to a California city, obviously, because they are deeply embedded with China. The Democrats are basically like everything. The propaganda, all that is created in China. The No Kings rally, that comes from China. That was an idea created by China's propaganda apparatus. And I'll tell you exactly how I made the connection. Because there's a guy, so the group, there's the group that organized the No Kings rally is Code Pink. Code Pink is owned by a guy named Neville Singham. He's an American billionaire. He made his money in like the tech industry. Then he moved to Shanghai, China, working as a consultant for China's propaganda apparatus. And that's the guy that's behind the No Kings rally. Literally is a consultant for China's propaganda apparatus, bro. No Kings was Chinese propaganda. And some of y'all motherfuckers was all in on it. Dumbass motherfuckers. And you say I'm in a cult. You don't even know what the fuck you're protesting for or who's organizing it. Because you don't even want to know. It's like, and if I say this, you'll call me a liar. Anybody could go look this up. This is all public information. Connect the dots. Anybody could do it. They just don't want to admit they're wrong. It's all about ego. See, Goose, that's how I know you're not independent, because you keep feeling the need to say you're independent. That's how I know you're pushing an agenda and you're not actually independent. You're actually pushing an agenda for the left to try to convince people, because that's how bad it is on the left, that you need people like yourself to actually be trying to convince people. Me, I can just talk about policies. I can just say Democrats are pushing policies to make it legal to give sex changes to children, and anybody could look that up. Trump banned it his first week in office because actual Democrat states were giving sex changes to children. Like, these perverted ass parents would convince their kids they're transgender, then take them to like whoever the fuck does it, and they were legally allowed to turn that little boy into a girl. So Trump banned that, and now the Democrats are suing him. They bring it back. Pennsylvania, and you want to know some names. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro was the one that launched the lawsuit. So Josh Shapiro, governor of Pennsylvania, is suing Trump because Trump banned sex changes for minors. And then like 14 other Democrats joined Josh Shapiro. So now they're all suing him to bring back sex changes for minors. That's who you're voting for. So you can say all this shit about, oh, you don't care about America. You can say all that dumb shit that nobody gives a fuck about. But when we actually talk about policies and shit like that, you guys just sound like you're completely out of your fucking minds. That's really at the end of the story. But you can keep going with your little vague fucking comments or your assumptions about me and where my heart's at. But the policies you support are like fucking gay, they're freaky, they're pedophile shit. Like your whole party, the Democrat Party, was funded by Epstein and Big Pharma and George Soros, some of the worst people in the entire human history. And you're trying to tell me about who I vote for. Bro, you vote for fucking a whole party that was funded by motherfucking Big Pharma. Kamala Harris received more Big Pharma money than any politician ever in American history. Joe Biden was number 2. Obama was number 3. What a fucking surprise. Bernie Sanders took mad Big Pharma money. Elizabeth Warren took mad Big Pharma money. Adam Schiff. All of them, bro. And you just don't even give a fuck. You're just like, oh, well, Trump's a rapist. Or he's a 34 convicted felon. Or then you're like, oh, you don't even care about America. You're racist. Or you're a liar. Like, you guys just have these recycled fucking responses because you really don't have shit to say. Did who you for take APAC money? You see what I'm saying, bro? This is what they all do. They ask me if I'm paid for by Israel, bro. That's how crazy these people are. Bro, you don't really think I would get paid by Israel? Why the fuck am I where I'm at right now? That shit's crazy. Like, you're all be saying I'm paid by Israel. Yo, these motherfuckers are out of their goddamn minds, bro. These are the motherfuckers that vote for Democrats. Completely out of their minds. What the fuck is wrong with some of y'all, man? Talk to me. I think you need help. I think you forgot to take your SSRI medication this morning. You know what I'm saying? I think them hormone pills you're taking from trying to grow breasts are fucking with your head. But I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Trump got 34 Trump got 1 misdemeanor and they turned it into 34 felonies. He had 1 misdemeanor for falsifying documents, and somehow they just turned it into 34 felonies. Look it up. Look up what Trump's charge was. His initial charge was falsifying documents for like $120,000. The limit, I think, like it has to be over $500,000 for it to be a felony. He was at $120,000. It's not even close. But somehow they made that a felony. Then they made 33 other felonies stem from that one for no fucking reason. Look it up, man. Look up what Trump's charge was. It was falsifying documents for $120,000, and then look up what is it, a misdemeanor or felony? It's a misdemeanor, and then say how much money it has to be for it to be a felony. It's like $500,000 or something. I might be wrong on that part, but I know for a fact that $120,000 is a misdemeanor. Look it up, man. Some of y'all just be too fucking stubborn to look the shit up. Looking like drugs and smoking a stick while spouting his diabolical. Yeah, I'll give you a like, homie. He got 3. Now you got 4, and you got a heart. My boy. How do I pin this comment? Because that was such a riveting statement. And it hurt my feelings so bad. Damn, dog. I can't pin your comment. I guess it's just pinned anyway. Yeah, dude, you're so smart. Trump 2028, Trump 3075, homie. Elite versus masses, yeah, you ain't lying, PK. Watermelon felon. Yo, that shit had me fucking dying, yo. Austin's dad. Yo, Austin, I fuck with Austin's dad, bro. I know y'all fuck with Austin's dad, bro. He said, oh, you want it? He's like, want a nickname? Oh, here's one for you. Watermelon felon. He looked like he just been waiting to say that his whole life. I was crying. he's sturdy though, man. Pop's been through a lot, man. OG been through a lot of shit, bro. So shout out Mr. Metcalf, bro. You country as fuck, yet English as fuck. Said, why are you so afraid of independence? Bro, you're not an independent. You've been like pushing this far left fucking shit the whole time. Why are you so afraid of independence? You won't even claim. I'm not even afraid of independence. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm probably more of an independent than you are. Actually, I can almost guarantee you I'm more independent than you are. Because I'm willing to be honest about my shit. You're sitting here just trying to say shit to flip voters or discredit me. You're trying to catch little angles on me. I'm trying to talk policies with you, and you're trying to catch angles on me personally. So you can't debate policy with me, so you have to discredit me. That's the only way you could survive in this interaction. And anybody that's got half a brain or like an over 100 IQ can see what he's trying to do. I'm trying to talk about policy. How do you feel about giving sex changes to children? That's what I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck about, you don't even claim Republicans, what do you say? Start new wars, block the file, like blah, blah, blah. All right, bro. What do you think about giving sex changes to children? What do you think about blocking a bill that makes people have to show ID when they vote? What do you think about that? What do you think about making laws so illegal immigrants can vote? What do you think about that? You're more okay with that than Trump's past about 34 felonies or whatever? Like, nobody gives a fuck. Mud Butters, you a freaky motherfucker if that's how you view that situation. You a freak motherfucker, bro. Freak bull. Freak bull. We got a freaky bull up in this joint, yo. Watch out. Little kids, stay away from this man. Nobody, Trump was never convicted of raping anybody, bro. I don't know why y'all call him a rapist. It's just more bullshit that y'all gotta say because you got nothing else to say. He literally was never convicted of raping anybody. Like, Trump has never raped a woman. Trump, yo, you know how bad, like, Trump got the baddest bitches, bro. That's why you're mad for real. Yo, Trump would have stepped on you, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Trump would have stepped on you, homie. Damn, everybody's looking at me because I'm yelling. I gotta calm down. Low key, there's be like mad people around here. Big Black Money, what up, homie? I'm just talking my shit, dog. What's up with you? Where's your proof? Man. Where is Google? Where is the Google search bar? That's what I would like to know. What do I think about giving billions to other countries to undermine everything you stand for? Yeah, I don't like that, and it should be completely ended. How about yourself, GA? How do you feel about that situation? Dude, it's Saturday at 6 o'clock. Like, who has a job? What kind? Do you got work tonight? You got one of them type of jobs, homie? Holler at me, bro. I'll get you a way better job. You won't have to work on the weekends, though. Respect to everybody that works on the weekends. I worked on weekends for a long ass time, but we doing bigger shit now. We actually work during the week. Have the weekends off. I don't work the weekend shifts though, man. I work the overnight shifts on the weekend. I work some of the worst shifts, bro. If anybody deserves a spot in this motherfucker, it's me, man. I don't work the worst jobs, bro. I was a dishwasher. You know what I'm saying? That was like my first 3 jobs. It was just, I would always just apply for dishwashers because I just thought I wouldn't get hired for anything else. I would work for whatever, bro. And people that hate on you for that, man. You wouldn't hate on a bull that wouldn't be a dishwasher? Why? He's a bitch, man. He's a coward. I'm just telling you what it really is. I'm giving you a full perspective of the universe. You just want to see it one way. Maggie says she owns a business. Shout out to you, girl. I don't know what made you say that because I didn't say anything to you. But that's what's up, though. What kind of business do you own, doofus? What has Trump done to help Chester County? I don't know what's going on in Chester County. You always trying to guess where I'm at. Bro, I mean, I'll just show you where I'm at, dude. Like, you think it's such a big deal if you find out where I'm at. Bro, Chichester. That's where I live. Chester. Chichester. Claymont, Delaware. That's where I be at, bro. So just get over it. Like, that's where I be at. You're trying to guess all this shit. You should be saying all this weird shit, too. Chester County. I don't even know where the fuck it's at, bro. If I try to drive to Chester County, I'm gonna get lost, homie. So you're just trying to always figure out, you always come in my live trying to like guess where I'm at and think it's gonna scare me. Bro, just go to Chester. Just go to fucking Boothland. Go to anywhere. You might see me around. Not a big deal, bro. What are you gonna do? Kill me? I don't think so. Fuck is you talking about, man? Oh, I bet I know where you live. Yeah, okay, bro, I don't give a fuck. And you're wrong every time, too. That's the funniest part. So you're gonna, like, kill me or something? Like, what do y'all think? One, in the chat, if Mud Butters is gonna find me and kill me. Two, if he ain't gonna do shit but sit in the comments and act like a bitch. What do you guys think? L's in the chat for fucking Mud Butters. Booty butter. You do have a problem with... Hold on, let me see. What was your... Fake as fuck. So stop driving into Philly to get views. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? What do you mean stop driving to Philly? Like, bro, I lived in Philly. Dog, Delaware County is on the border of Philly, literally. Bro, I lived in Upper Darby, first of all. That borders West Philly. So I'm in Philly, and Upper Darby is the trenches. And I lived in South Philadelphia for 7 years. Where the fuck are you from that qualifies you to tell me where I can and can't go? Do you think you would come down to South Philly and tell people that I can't go there? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't say shit. You shut your motherfucking mouth. Talking about don't drive to Philly. Bro, I literally am from damn near Philly. I went to high school in Philly, homie, for 2 years, though. So I don't try to tell people I'm, like, born and raised in Philly. I'm not. I'm really from Delaware County. But I went to high school in Philly for 2 years. I lived in South Philadelphia for, like, 7 years. I done been through everything in South Philly. I got respect and love from people that's really like family in South Philadelphia, bro. So what the fuck are you talking about? What you shouldn't come to Philly. At the end of the day, you are not qualified to make comments like that, but you're allowed to. As a free country, I support your right to free speech, but you're not qualified to say shit like that, especially when you're talking about places like Chester where it's just all killers. Like, you'll really come out to Chester and get murdered, bro, and you just like talking about like it's some bullshit. I'm not gonna do anything to you, but I would just say never come out never come out here talking like that ever. Make sure you just keep it online, because you just go pick a random person and tell them that, like, how pussy Chester is. Drive to Chester right now and go pick some random young bulls and tell them how pussy Chester is. Go do it. Go do it right now. Go live, and if you do that, I'll be like, you're the most gangster motherfucker I ever met. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. If you go to Chester right now and go up, pick some people and just go up to them and be like, yo, Chester is pussy. Go do it, bro. Because you always be sitting here talking about it. So just go do that, go live, and we'll see what the outcome is. Otherwise, I don't really give a fuck what you say about all that dumbass shit. Chester have a curfew? Nobody really cares about the curfew. The Marcus Hook cops will be on your ass for the curfew. I ain't gonna lie. Marcus Hook got the curfew, but it's just for the young bulls. We're cool. If you're under 18, you do gotta abide by the curfew. But I don't know. I see people out at 2 in the morning. Young bulls. I see the youngins out 30 deep, 2 in the morning. Nobody gives a fuck. No cops. Nobody saying nothing. So I don't know. If there is a curfew, I can't tell. But Marcus Hook, they got way more cops. It's a small town, so they could just, yeah, you can't stay out if you're a young boy. Yeah, they're cooking. They think they're gonna get free stuff if they call you a racist. For real, like they think that they call you a racist and it's gonna make everybody flip voters. Now everybody's gonna stop voting for Trump because somebody called me a racist. Oh, Trump's a racist, so now none of us are gonna vote for him. Bro, that's how retarded some of you guys are. I ain't gonna hold you. My other phone. You need 2 phones when you do YouTube Live, man. This shit really be in the way. You can't answer the fucking phone. He said you don't have balls. Nah, Jason, you know what though? Like, he maybe this bull, maybe Mud Butters is like 6'5", 370 pounds, and he just comes up and calls me a bitch. He got that for real. If he tries to do anything, I'm just gonna shoot him. But if it comes down to some fighting shit, yeah, he got me. Or maybe I won't kill him. I'll just bear spray him and like stab him. There's just some shit like do him dirty. Like, what am I just gonna let somebody come up and beat me up like some bull from online? Like, what do they think? Or you're not like, I would imagine you're probably not gonna just like pull up and murder me. So what are you gonna do? Like run down on me or what? What are you gonna do, Mud Butters? I should start a neighborhood watch. We need a neighborhood watch, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We need a whole lot of neighborhood. I think that if the community came together in every hood and made a neighborhood watch, I think that would be a good job, bro. Especially in PA, we're allowed to carry guns over our shoulder. You know what? I was real critical about the bull. What's his name? PA all day, who was walking around Kensington with the gun. I was real critical of him, but he actually was right. He ended up being right. I was wrong the whole time. Now I look back, I was like, damn, I kind of did go hard on bro. But I can admit when I'm wrong. So yeah, you could open carry. You could open carry in Philly and all that. So you could really have small militias in every hood. And everybody, community leaders have rifles over their shoulder. Because some of these neighborhoods, it's like people just keep getting shot, bro. If you go into Chester right now, you go to Sun Village, you go to William Penn, people keep getting shot, bro. It's like, it needs to stop. Like, some of them were my brothers, bro. I'm heartbroken. For real, that's the one thing that some people don't understand, bro. Like, my heart's really broke. Talk about some of this shit and you don't understand. Like, some of these people were, I'm not talking about just people, random people getting shot. No, I'm talking about some of them was my brothers, people I love, getting shot. And the community, if the community came together, some leaders came together, took positions, paused, had shifts, like right on wherever the intersection where people got to come through. Most of the neighborhoods in Chester got one way in and one way out, or 2-way. I feel like you could really just police them shits. If anybody comes through on some bullshit, they get smoked. Let the cops know too. Tell the cops in advance. Cops in the hood will actually respect it. If you tell the cops, yo, listen, we're gonna follow the laws, but you're gonna see us with guns around our shoulder. We're protecting the community. We're not allowing no bullshit to happen, no women to get hurt, no old women to get hit with stray bullets. So we're gonna protect the community. And you tell the cops that, and you say, so if somebody does come around on some bullshit, we're gonna kill them. Just let the cops know in advance. And then if you gotta go to court for the shit, I told them that this is what we're doing. We're protecting our community. And the people in your community feel safe, knowing that nobody's gonna be able to come through on some bullshit. They're gonna get smoked. That's the world we live in, bro. We live in a cold ass world. We don't live in a world where you can just play around anymore. You got people on YouTube that I don't even be doing shit, minding my business, and people be trying to find out where I'm at. Best rap came out of Philly, bro. Hell yeah. Beanie Siegel's the best rapper alive. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Problem is most people these days are on paper. What you mean, like parole and shit like that? It don't matter if I'm on parole, bro. I'm not letting somebody run down on me. I mean, listen, every dog got his day, bro. Somebody could, maybe Mud Butters is gonna do like some organized shit. He's gonna have his homie pull up in front of me and somebody behind me. That shit happens, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I know I don't even talk heavy. I respond to some of these dick riders. But I understand reality is that it's a cold world. Just like they could do that to me, they could do that to you too. So don't get it twisted. Don't get too confident. Because this same shit, maybe you do it first, but then that shit happens back to you. When if you didn't do it first, the shit wouldn't happen back to you. People really open the door for evil. Evil is evil, bro. There's a lot of it out here. And it possesses people. Makes people do terrible shit and not feel bad about it. Goose. Hold on, let me read something right. Oh, they can't carry guns. Man, come on, bro. You're acting like nobody in the hood could carry guns. Like, everybody in the hood does not have a felony. There's plenty of leaders in the community that could. And if you get a lawyer, you're gonna have to drop some bread. But I think people should do it. I think people should spend the bread on a lawyer. If you are a non-violent offender and you haven't been in trouble for mad years, get a lawyer. You'll get this shit expunged. I'm telling you. If it's been a long time, a lot of times the judge will understand, bro. And you tell the judge your reason to do it. You tell it because I'm trying to protect my neighborhood. Youngins are always shooting each other. I'm trying to protect the fucking neighborhood. I think that judges would respect it for real. But there's laws to get you around that anyway, because that's still bullshit, bro. I know people that got like a drug charge 20 years ago and they still can't carry a gun or vote. Like, it's just bullshit, dog. And they're good bulls. And because they did something a long time ago, they're like, now you can't protect yourself, you can't vote. That's crazy. If you got a drug charge 30 years ago, you can't protect yourself. That's wrong. They need to fix that. Let me. Yeah, I would definitely support a community watch program, bro. Most definitely would. Fact two is, even if you use medical, you technically can't own or buy a piece. Oh, I heard that shit. Is that actually true? If you have a medical marijuana license, you can't get fucking you can't get a gun. That's crazy. I think Florida has that too. That is a weird law. I think PA is mostly Democrats, but Florida's heavy Republican, and it was like that there too. Some of the shit that they support makes no fucking sense, man. Or some of the shit that they could have changed, and they just don't. And parties that you think would change this shit don't change it. I would expect Republicans to say that no. But you know what I think it is? I think it's a pissing match. I think that it's because the Republicans didn't want medical marijuana. But the only way that they would accept it is if they accepted something like this, just to fucking make whoever passed the original policy look bad. So it's like, all right, you do this, your voters will like you for it, and our voters will hate you for it. And they just agree on it. And that's what the fuck happens in Washington, D.C. They both agree to disagree on something. Their side will like it, and the other side will hate them. And then it is what it is. Yeah, Goose, you actually have no idea what you literally, like, everything you say is wrong. And I think most people could probably see that. You haven't said one accurate statement so far. Everything you say is wrong. You said Republicans don't support community watch programs. No, we're the ones that do support community watch programs. You're the one that supports defund the police. You're the one that defends abolish ICE. Remember? Oh, you forgot already. When it's convenient for your fucking political debate that you're in, trying to flip voters, not actually talking about the truth. If you were, you'd be rocking with me. I had to put the mute on. Fucking if they play copywritten music, it demonetizes the whole live. That shit is crazy, though. Oh my god. Radio, turn on, playing the same song. It's playing that Ja Rule, What's Love. That's gonna demonetize me immediately. Whole video, if you walk in a store and it's playing a copywritten song, demonetizes the whole video. They really need to fix that shit. That shit is trash, bro. Cause I'm always walking in and out of stores. Sometimes I'm driving around, people's playing music. Dog, it'll demonetize you. It'll demonetize you if someone drives past you playing a copywritten song. It's always the poppies too, man. The poppies always driving around playing their music so fucking loud. Some of them got the bikes with the speakers playing outwards. Like, yo, they literally got speakers that go outward into the street, and they just be so, like, some of my homies, some of my Rican homies do that. I'll be in a car with them, and they will wait till you pull up at a red light to start bumping that shit. Like, they won't even be playing it loud, and you pull up at a red light, and they just be blasting it, like, fucking everybody's shit up. I'll start leaning back in the seat. I guess they just like it, letting their nuts hang. That shit funny as hell. But I get demonetized if they drive past and play that shit. It's fucking trash. So we gotta find a spot to park up. Cops be over here a lot. Matter of fact, we could probably rock out over here. We might see somebody getting arrested. Dog, I've been on live back here a few times and seen people getting arrested. Yeah, what we gonna do? Damn, I can't see the fucking curve. Oh shit. Yeah, I fuck with RFK, man. I rock with RFK. They try to make him sound crazy because he's telling the truth, bro. They don't want people to know that they made COVID. Bro, COVID was made in fucking Wuhan, in a COVID laboratory. It's like so obvious, but they're trying to convince us that like a bat flew over and shit in somebody's Wheaties or something, and they fucking ate it and got COVID, and they spread it around the whole world. Bro, that shit did not come from a bat. Like, what, did a bat bite somebody? How the fuck did COVID come from a bat? Who gets bit by a bat? Who the fuck actually gets bit by a bat, bro? Bats be flying around and shit. How the fuck do you get bit by a bat? If you got bit by a bat, you deserve COVID anyway. But why the fuck you gotta give it to us? No, that shit didn't happen, bro. COVID was not from a bat. I don't know, bro. Some of the veterans I know got fire benefits, though. I mean, some of the vets are fucked up on drugs, though, and that they fucking their shit up. But a lot of the vets I know get good ass benefits. They get money, all that. So I don't really know, man. Like, maybe if some vets were in here that really rely on that money, I'd like to hear from them. But like, some of my homies are veterans, and don't know, they get good ass benefits. Like, they're chilling, bro. They got money. My man just be buying guns all the time. He's a retired veteran. He stepped on a landmine and blew his fucking leg off. So he got a robot leg. You wouldn't even know the way he moved around, man. He smooth with the robot leg. Cyborg ass. Yeah, it's the only way Democrats can win, bro. Only way they can win. They don't stand no fucking chance. Democrats don't stand a chance without illegal immigrants voting for them. They literally could never win an election. If they just require IDs when you vote, the Democrats won't win any elections. Because the only way they win is by stealing people's identities, or letting illegal immigrants vote, or paying homeless people to vote using other people's names, which, aka stealing their identity. Bro, they could never win an election again if you had to use ID to vote. So obviously the Democrats are against it. Yo, Goose. This is how I know you're lying. Because you keep, first of all, you haven't provided any arguments about anything. But you keep bringing up, oh, well, us independents won't be voting for Trump again. Bro, you're one person. You don't speak for, like, all registered independents. It's, like, the dumbest mindset that you have I've ever fucking heard. You think because you're not fucking with Trump that, like, nobody else is? Bro, you don't advocate for everybody that's an independent. In fact, most people that are on the fence would never fuck with Democrats ever again because the shit that they're supporting is so fucking bizarre. No, you should listen to me, Goose. The people you're voting for literally want it to be legal to give sex changes to children. Trump banned sex changes for children on his first week, and the Democrats are currently suing him to bring it back. So you should listen to me. Fuck are you talking about? I should listen to the... No. There's a reason you've been in my comment section for this long. It's because you ain't got shit to do but sit in the motherfucker's comment section. You should be listening to me. I'm the one that gets to the bag. I'm the one that takes the risks. I'm the one that's out here trying to get to it. You're the one in the fucking comment section talking about I should listen to you. Are you out of your fucking mind? Like, serious question. I don't give a fuck what age you retired at, bro. That don't have nothing to do with you as a man and me as a man. Because me and you are two different types of men. You're the one that's trying to sit here and brag about, oh, I retired at 40. Nobody gives a fuck. Like, literally, nobody gives a fuck. That's like, you sound like the bulls that say they're Christian just to make themselves sound better than other people. Just like them. And I love Jesus Christ. But some of these Christian motherfuckers ain't shit. Black, what up, though? Chopping him up, bro. Since 9/11, don't you need a photo to enter a building or a bank account? Yeah, you need an ID to do anything, bro. You could look like you're an old ass man, 70 years old, and they're gonna ask you for a fucking ID to buy cigarettes. Bro, they be asking me for ID sometimes. I'm like, man, I look old as shit at this point. See, the real, or what is it, the true ID or the real ID, that shit is a little, like, it's a little extra, but you don't even need that now. They changed the bill, so all you need is just regular ID, bro. All you need is just a driver's license or an ID, and you just show it to them and you can vote. And they're voting against it. Bro, even if they ask for like a birth certificate or something, it's not that big of a deal. If a motherfucker can't find a birth certificate, bro, I do not want them voting. But getting a whole new ID just to vote, that would kind of be in the way. I ain't gonna lie. because that would cut out a lot of voters, especially younger ones that don't actually go, or people that don't realize you have to do that. So I wouldn't be totally in support of that, but they changed it so you don't have to do that. The real ID now, I think it's just basically like a passport and an ID combined. I think. I could be wrong though. Nah, Goose, you're definitely here. You're not a, well, you're a troll, but you're trying to like push an agenda and you're trying to flip voters. We see what you're doing. I know you think you're slick and like you got your little strategies. You ask all these dumbass questions, but at the end of the day, you're the one that's voting to give sex changes to children. You're the one that's voting to let illegal immigrants vote in our fucking elections. That's you. So you're sitting here trying to school everybody on some shit, but you're a freaky ass motherfucker, bro. You a freak motherfucker, bro. Bro, you freaky as shit for the freak shit that you're trying to tell us to vote for. You talking about I should listen to you, bro. You're a freaky motherfucker, bro. I will never listen to a freak bull like you. Ever. I guarantee you. 10 out of 10. Never listen to a freaky ass motherfucker like you. Just nobody should. Nobody should. If somebody's telling you to vote to give sex changes to children, don't listen to them. Off rip. Off the back. Okay. Sea Dog. So that's kind of hard though. So a real ID is like a passport and an ID. That's what I thought it was. No, you don't need it though. You can still use a passport. You can use a passport. People is definitely still using passports for all type of shit. What do you think about people who say only landowners should vote? Yeah, I ain't with that, bro. I ain't with that. Everybody can't afford land, bro. I'm not a landowner. You gonna tell me I can't vote? Fuck you. Helen, she said, calm down. Man. What's up, girl? How you doing? I'm calm. You know I'm calm. As soon as I get off live, I'm not going to be thinking about any of these dudes. They're going to be thinking about me, and they're going to be more salty than me. I guarantee it. And I'll be yelling, and people think I'm mad as shit, and then I just change immediately. Like, as soon as I'm done yelling, I'm cool as fuck. This shit don't have no impact. Like, it's a cold world, and I understand that, and a lot of people don't, bro. They'll get upset. Like, they'll be upset for, like, a long-ass time, though. You gotta be able to turn it on and off. And sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes you gotta let a motherfucker know what it is. But you gotta be able to turn it off. You can't stay salty for a day or two, because it's gonna fuck your whole trajectory up. Yo, you know what? You're right. I want to get one of them ghost boxes. I'm gonna get one of them ghost boxes, because that shit was so crazy. We really saw fucking aliens, y'all. On live. Ask Helen. She was watching. There was a few people that were watching, bro. We seen orbs in the sky, like UFOs. Real shit. It's on my channel, too. I posted it. Go look. Go look at the shit we recorded and tell me I'm a liar. Now, yeah, you don't need real ID. I think it's just like it's more convenient. And with real ID, you get a PIN number to vote with in the future. I don't really know what the point. That was what he was trying to do to replace. He was trying to like make it so you have to have true ID to vote. And I didn't really like that shit. But he changed it when he realized nobody was fucking with that. So now it's just you just have to use regular ID. And the Democrats are trying to block it. Like, bro, they're fucking weirdos, dog. And then the people that are like trying to support them are fucking weirdos too. I don't care how much you love the Democrats. Why wouldn't you want to build that says you need to use ID to vote, so illegal immigrants can't vote. Why wouldn't you want that? Or so some people can't steal a bunch of people's identification and vote 30 times. What, you think nobody's gonna do that? What, are you out of your fucking mind? How often does what happen? What with the orbs? Bro, there's, I don't know if that's what you're talking about. This is crazy. I feel crazy talking about it. There's like 2 or 3 spots where if I go there, we're probably gonna see like some UFOs though. I'll do it on live so you'll see. We'll go to one of these spots and there's like orbs in the sky and they be floating around, bro. They'll go this way but then come back. Like they're definitely not any type of normal crafts you've ever seen. Go look on the video section. It's like one of the last videos I posted. You'll see the orbs, bro. And they open up like portals. They like turn into balls of fire and they open up like a portal. It was the craziest shit I ever seen, and I was live, so nobody could say I'm crazy. Bill Maher isn't liberal. Bill Maher be trying to lie and say he's a liberal, bro. He's not no fucking liberal anymore. Philly, nah, it's like Jersey. But I mean, it's not far from Philly. It's not far from Philly. It makes voting for citizens more difficult. No, it doesn't. Bro, so you're telling me that showing your ID makes it harder for you to vote? What are you, a fucking retard? Then you shouldn't be voting anyway. Showing your ID makes it harder to vote? Are you fucking crazy? Bro, your arguments are so bad. It's just you're so desperate to try to side with the Democrats on everything. So you'll just say anything. Non-citizens can vote. Yes, they can, Pedro. There's plenty of states where they can vote. California doesn't allow the people watching the booth, like the actual, when people go into the booth, the people watching are not allowed to ask you for ID. They just give you the ballot. You can put anybody who's a registered voter. You can steal their name and address and just write it on the ballot. And you don't have to sign your signature. California says that you can use symbols in the signature box. So people are drawing smiley faces. So they'll steal someone's identification, then put a smiley face in the signature box, and California allows it. But I guess we should just trust the illegal immigrants because they have so much integrity that they would never take advantage of that, right? Is that what you think, Pedro? Like, fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, you guys are actually out of your minds to try to debate me on this. Sorry, I don't agree with reality. Yes, requiring more documents like passport and birth certificate make it difficult for citizens. Well, first of all, you're not going to need a birth certificate or passport. You just need an ID. The SAVE Act just says you have to have an ID to vote. You have to have a state-issued identification card to vote. And you're saying that makes it hard for you to vote. You're fucking retarded. So no, you don't need any of that shit, bro. You don't need a passport. You don't need documents and the birth certificate. You need an identification card. So, like, yo, you guys are insane for trying to defend this. Yo, Sea-Dog, I swear to God, they spend the money on everything but what they are giving it for. He said non-citizens can only vote in local elections. Well, that's not good, right? That they can vote in local elections, but they can vote in federal elections because certain states don't ask for ID when you vote. So you could use anybody's name that's a registered voter and use their name because they don't ID you to see if you are that person or not. So illegal immigrants can vote. bro. You're just trying to keep spinning everything to defend the Democrats, but you're an independent, right? You haven't agreed with anything I said the whole time, and nothing I've said is crazy. Everything I've said is factual. Everything I say is common sense, and you disagree with everything, but you're an independent, right? Okay, okay, buddy. Everybody believes you. Yeah, you sound like an independent. No, they don't have a right to vote, and they shouldn't be fucking voting. You're right about that. Yes, guns and silver, I fucking agree. Period. It's not a big deal. I just don't want them to vote. Josh said release the files. Like, this is what they do. This is exactly what we expect from you guys. We expect for you guys to talk about everything but the topic. That's what we predict you're gonna do. Before we start talking about politics, we know that you guys are gonna talk about anything but the policies, anything but the topic. See, y'all don't want some bullshit, because that has nothing to do with anything. First of all. Second of all, Trump released 3 million fucking documents. Biden didn't release shit. And y'all didn't say nothing. Now all of a sudden, oh, release the file. The motherfucker released 3 million files, bro. Biden didn't release shit. Y'all need to shut the fuck up about releasing files. He's releasing them. He released mad files. And the thing is, y'all don't give a fuck. So y'all don't even read them. You don't even know if he released files or not, because you don't actually give a fuck. You just say it to deflect every single topic. And it's like you don't even know what's going on. And you can see by the way you leave these dumbass comments that are irrelevant to everything. Need each of the following: birth certificate, social security card. Nah, I've already read the SAVE Act. You don't know all that. And if you can't get a birth certificate anyway, you're a fucking retard. You shouldn't be voting. You guys act like it's such a big deal. Like, what would you rather? Show your birth certificate or allow illegal immigrants to vote? I'd rather show my birth certificate. And you're using that as an excuse to not pass the SAVE Act? Bro, you guys are out of your fucking mind. Literally, like, you're going crazy, dog. So you would rather allow immigrants, illegal immigrants, to vote than show your birth certificate? That's just saying. Goose, just tell me, just say yes or no. So you would rather allow illegal immigrants to vote than show a birth certificate when you vote? That's crazy, bro. Guns and silver, me too, bro. I'll show you my birth certificate, my driver's license, my fucking social security card. I'll show you my car insurance. Bro, it's not that big of a fucking deal. If that's what it takes to stop illegal immigrants from voting for Democrats, then I will do it. Because you know they're not voting for anybody else. So yes, I want fair elections. You don't. You know they're doing this shit and you're trying to fucking defend it. Or deny it. You know they're all voting for Democrats, bro. All of the illegal immigrants that do vote, whether you say it's not mass, not massive fraud, which it is, and you're lying about that too. Even if you deny that or not, they're only voting for Democrats anyway, even if it's just a small amount. Why do you think that is, huh? Why do you think all these illegal immigrants that vote only vote for Democrats? Why do you think that is? Serious question. Yo, guns, that's the thing, they're already using them. Look at cities like Chicago, California. Look at their voting policies. You don't even have to show ID to vote, bro. You don't even have to show ID to fucking vote. You can just use anybody's name. If they're a registered voter, you can just use their name and their address. And then they accept your vote. California, you don't even have to use a signature. on their government website, it says you could just, symbols are good. So you could steal somebody's name and put a symbol in a signature box, and it'll be accepted as a legitimate vote in California. Yo, Crack Trick, you guys are fucking lying about what's in the act. That's how bad it is for you. Ari. Love you, little sis. Yeah, bro. It doesn't require all that. First, and then you said it requires documentary proof of U.S. citizenship. Your driver's license is proof of citizenship, literally. That's all you need is your driver's license. Y'all are lying about this shit. That's so crazy. I'm about to hop off the live, though. And I appreciate y'all at least engaging in the conversation. Yo, shout out, salute Guns, man. Salute Guns. Guns, you wasn't one-sided, you know what I mean? And I respect that. You kept it official. You called things like you see them. Helen, I love you too, girl. If I don't come back tonight, I'm gonna try to get on here tomorrow. So come pull up on me. All right, y'all. Have a good night, man. Even the people that's mad, unmad yourself. You're gonna be all right. God bless America, baby. Let's make it great again.